Hello and welcome to Bay of Fundy Fortunes. I am Natalie. I'm here to do mini readings tonight. $10 donation minimum and up, with the sky being the limit. And I will read for you. No promise on how many cards I'll pull or what I will do, but it'll be all good. Hello, Melissa. How are you? How are you? So we're here. That's what we're here for anyway. So I felt a very strong pull to be here this evening. It's the best I've felt in over a week is right now. So jump in, take advantage of that. And I do have one private reading on standby, and I haven't felt up to it. I've been not myself, and I won't do anybody's reading if I'm exhausted. I won't do readings at all if I'm exhausted or if I'm not feeling well. Those are two things that stop me. Other than that, I'm here now. It's all good in the moment. Let's keep it that way. Let's keep it that way. That's what we're going to do. So, where's all my buddies here tonight? I'm on a little earlier than what I normally am. Sometimes come on between 9, 9:30. How are you, Melissa? And I don't have half my programs up and running like I should. Let me see here. Now my tabs are screwed up. You usually have like my email and this, and that. I have them in order. Not tonight. Tonight's full of surprises, I guess. I guess. Oh, somebody's put in, see, good thing I brought that up. Someone's put in for a question already, and I'm just going to try to open it. Come on now. Okay, it's going to give me a hard time. Hello. Thank you. It's not the way you're supposed to open, though. There we go. Heck with that. Close that. I got like 2 of them opened. And, oh, Cicely, a general. Cicely, where are you, my dear? Hi, Cora. In the moment, I'm okay. Mary Jane, how's you doing? Ha, ha, ha. And, yes, you certainly did, Melissa. You're on the road. I'm on a little earlier than normal. I felt pulled to be here, and I feel well enough. I'm better in the evenings than I am all day long. It's like I just keep laying down and laying down and laying down. Not feeling well at all lately. Not at all this week. So thank you, Cicely. You want a general. We're going to begin with you, my dear. And I've got a private reading that's waiting. It's a shame. But as I was saying, I don't do readings at all if I'm overtired, exhausted, and if I don't feel well. I won't. In the evenings, I feel better, and I don't know why. And so I felt this pull. I said, I've got to do many readings. I have to. There's no getting out of it. I can't talk myself out of it. There's a pull here for some reason. And I've got a private reading that's waiting. It's a very short, sweet. It's always a short, sweet reading for this. It's a regular. And she's been waiting 3 or 4 days now. And I could have her done in like 40 minutes, 45 minutes. But I don't want to feel like putting a time limit on it. I'm always surprised when I look up at the time. It's usually less than an hour at the most with this person's readings. And I said, I don't want to do that tonight. I'll be watching the clock, I'm not going to do that. If I've got some juice left over when I'm through with these, I'll do it. But if not, she'll get hers done tomorrow, even if I have to wait till tomorrow evening to do it. So this is for Cicely. Cicely, our dear friend Cicely, Spirit, is asking for a general reading, please, and thank you. She's our starting line tonight. That'd be good. Hi, Mystery. How you doing? This is for Cicely. What have you got in store for her? She's our starting point. What's going on for Cicely? Anything that's predominant, anything that's forefront. Please bring it to Cecily's attention if she needs some insight, especially into a situation, insight into a person, insight into herself, maybe even. So here we go. Here we go. I'm going to cut right here, Cecily. We're coming into the blue hour here. You can't really. There we go. There you can see out the window a little bit. If I push much more, we'll all be off screen. I'm going to cut right here. Okay, this is for Cecily. Really? Okay. Wow. Now what the heck? Okay, we'll stop right there because it starts getting good. Okay, where are my glasses here? Okay, hello, Lachey. How are you? One day at a time. Yeah, it's the only way we can. That's very, very, very true. Very, very true. Yes, very much so. Cecily, don't panic. Whatever you do, don't panic with this. Just give me a minute. Because I feel there's an upset of some kind. This could have been something that recently happened, and you're just getting ready to deal with it now. Whatever it is, what you got, but don't take it the wrong way. Don't panic is what I mean to say to you. You got the tower, and you're aware what the tower is all about. Only in the oceanic, it's a ship caught in a perfect storm. But I'm feeling that something has already happened for you, Cecily, recently, or there's something you've been putting off, and now you're ready to deal with it. Here's the thing with this card. It's not always a bad card. It's not always negative. This shows you bravely taking a step forward and saying, okay, bring it on. Bring it on. And one of the things that generically goes with this card, as I remember, is that this probably wasn't your fault. You did not see this coming. So therefore, you couldn't be prepared for it. So don't be so hard on yourself. If something that's like this has gone down, you're kind of blaming yourself. Why didn't I see that? Why didn't I? Why didn't? Wasn't your fault. That's all you have to be concerned about. And for you, whatever has been displaced in your life, whatever has fallen in your life, whatever's vanished in your life, there's going to be a starting point again for you. And whatever you've lost, whatever's fallen, whatever's dissipated, whatever you had is not the way it was. It's gone now. But because of the happening of this card and this whole situation going down, you don't see it yet, but you're going to be rebuilding your life, rebuilding an aspect, rebuilding something, and it's going to end up far more advanced, far better, all right, than what you started out with. The thing you lost can't even hold a candle to what's going to unfold for you, all right? So we'll move on. Here, I'll generically look over the card to make sure that I'm not missing anything. It does sound good, Cecily. Good. I'm glad. I'm really, really glad. You bear with me a moment. There it is. It was meant to come up. Book opened right to it. You know, I have trouble finding them sometimes. This one opened right up. Beautiful. That's good. That's really, really good. So the card always starts out with, when the tower falls, you're probably feeling like your world is collapsing around you, or I keep getting a sense you're losing a part of something in your life. Not your whole life, but a part of something. And you've got no control of it, like a lightning strike. There's little that you can do other than stand there and watch it and accept the chaos and the change that it's brought you. This disaster, again, is not your fault. You may be in shock at first, but this event is also a breakthrough. And you're given a chance to see the world in a very different way, a different light, a different angle. Your perspective changes. Also, the card can signify issues with property. Maybe it doesn't apply to you here, Cicely, but hey. But challenges to your security, you may feel vulnerable. So it's one of those things, okay? And you could feel vulnerable a little on the financial side or within your relationships as well. That could be it. The advice, surrender to the universe. Give up control. Let go. Do the childlike thing and say, this is bigger than me. It's too much for me. I'm leaving it with you in your hands, dear spirit, universe, God, whatever your source is. I'm leaving it with you. I'm too overwhelmed. This has got me half crazy, and I don't know where to turn. I don't know which way to turn. I don't know where to go with this, but I want it to be the best, whatever I do, that I want it to come from my heart, and I want it to be the best that I can do. Let me deliver the best in the situation, kind of a thing. Yes. Construct a new way of thinking, working, relating, and living. Something in your life's about to change because of something that went down, all right? Whatever this was, it's changing your life, at least an aspect of it. You're going to have the freedom to start over, and a very strong foundation is beneath you, and you're going to be able to rebuild whatever has fallen. But as I said to you, Cicely, you're going to end up with better than what you started out with, better than what you've lost. It's going to be better. The keywords are breakdown and endings, chaos, surrender, breakthrough, beginnings, and enlightenment. Most beautiful thing of all, of human reaction. Enlightenment. It's beautiful and it's powerful. You can feel that. So anyway, the next card we got is the Thief card of Tarot. Someone's going to try to steal your thunder, girlfriend. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen here. That is a Thief card of Tarot. Sevens are normally about possibilities within tarot. But this is possibilities of people coming forward. Somebody who's out to give you a hard time. Who is out to give you a hard time? It may be an angel to your face. And maybe your gut's telling you something. Not to completely trust this person. Not to completely open up. To give of yourself. Don't do that. Not at 100%. You can do it enough. Be crafty about it. Enough to make that other person satisfied with what you're feeding them, but you're not giving them, you're not feeding them everything. That is not going to happen. So, watch your possessions, your wallet, your purse, your keys. Make sure you lock your doors, automobile, home. Make sure your windows are all closed tight, latch is thrown, the whole bit. And it's not that somebody's out to steal from you or they're out to burglar just you. You could just end up being a victim along the trail that they're on. That's all. And a couple neighbors down, same thing, windows open, whatever, car not locked. This kind of, be a little more diligent about your life. That's the message. Be a little more diligent about things, about your job, about your friends, about your family, about things that you're doing, things that you're planning on. Be diligent and protective. Always keep your eye out. Expect the unexpected, right? And you know what? The way life usually works, when you get yourself geared up to expect the unexpected, when you're ready for it, just let somebody try. Frig all happens. That's what usually goes on. So you're better off keeping yourself a little hyped up a tiny bit, not a lot, just a bit. And it's hyper awareness that you're going to be portraying. Other people won't pick up on that. There's the thing. So I never liked the 7. When I first started reading this deck, the 7 of Swords, I would say, oh my God, what a horrible card. And now I don't always see it that way. Now I pay more attention to my own messages that are coming from spirit, from the universe, from our gifts that are coming through. And I put myself on the back burner and I sit back like this and I watch the message in front of me. I'm in the back seat. There's the messages. There's what's coming forward right in front of me. All I am, an interpreter. Okay? An interpreter that feels things as well, because I really do. I know I'm animated and this kind of a thing, and it's just who I am. So, but the main message of the Seven of Swords, be careful of what you hold dear to you, because somebody may try to take something from you that isn't theirs. Somebody may attempt, it's not even personal. This is not personal. You're just a victim along the trail, like I say, or a potential victim. But on the other side of that, if there's anybody in your life, Cicely, you got second thoughts about, you're not ready to trust just by superficial things. I'm not going to trust just because they look trustworthy or they sound trustworthy. There's a little something holding you back. Pay attention. That little something is there for a reason. All right? There's something that you're picking up on. And you've got your suspicions. Your intuition will be telling you to not trust. And when that happens, you have to follow it. All right? Don't let bigger things go unchecked by you. Look at the details of everything that you can possibly do. All right? And then think things through. Once you've got the details, the finer points can usually, especially when things go wrong, become big things. So you want to nip this in the bud. With the finer details, the smaller ones, the more subtle ones, nip these things in the bud. Not only that, not to move on anything. Don't move in on anything. Don't make anything happen like you're making it. Make sure that you've got your facts straight. And some situation, make sure you've got evidence. Make sure that things are genuine. They're the real deal for you. The card is also asking you to take special care of your possessions. Protect yourself from negative people that could drain your energies. We're talking and looking at it that way. Protect your assets. Examine the motives of others very carefully and be on your guard. That's your advice. Keywords: theft, negative people, insecurity, intuition, mistrust, decisions, and protection. Okay. Now, the next card we have is the card of judgment. It's interesting that this card, self-reflection. You're doing a lot of self-stuff right now. Yeah, you're beginning to. You're looking inward. Oh, it's got to do with a lot of things going on in your life. You are looking inwards. A lot of self-reflection, as the prompt on the card states. Self-reflection going on here. You question yourself and you're wondering, well, when I stop, if I'm not sure, then I'm just going to stop. And I'm going to take a good, long, hard look at me, at myself, and what's going on within myself. This card's bringing that forward, bringing it to your attention that it's time for you to maybe to revisit your past, total things up, get a wide view of everything, whatever context that you're looking at, whatever situation that you're looking at. You make sure that you get it 365 degrees all the way around, that you're seeing everything, you're not being left out of anything, you're not missing anything. Leave yourself wide open to be receptive to that, okay? And these are little things that you have to, before you move on, before you start going a little forward here, there's some things you have to check on, all right? You could spend some time in some happy memories. It doesn't have to be a dreadful situation. You may even discover a few things that weren't quite completed. You'll be taking care of those as well, unfinished business. But you'll be taking care of them. It's not a problem. You don't have to worry. The cards are just showing off, saying, we know what we're talking about. You could end up, this could lead you while you're going back over some things before you move forward. You could end up being, just by coincidence, finding and meeting somebody from your past. Maybe they're on the same path. All right. Then again, Maybe you're looking for some answers. Maybe this person has them. Maybe they were on the same path coming in the opposite direction. That's towards you. Maybe it happened for a reason. But at this time, you'll also be judging yourself and your own past actions, your own involvements. What could I do differently? What did I do right? But what did I do that wasn't right? I want to rectify these things. You're being very strict with yourself. Do it in a loving way, please. Remember to do that. If you're going to be hard and kick your own butt, be easy about it, all right? The card is also about centering you with spiritual connection as well. The card is giving you a little tap on the shoulder and saying, look around. With your feelings, with your intuition, look. There are guides, there are angels, and there are loved ones. You're not walking alone here. If you feel you need to give somebody else a second chance, whatever you went through with them, this could be business, this could be personal, it could be intimate, it could be a lot of different things. And I'm not feeling it's intimate for you. This is something else. Giving somebody else a second chance on something. Okay. But you'll be making a decision there. If you're reassessing your past in other ways, don't be too hard on you. You know, there's being hard on other people, but no one's going to be as hard on you as you can be on you. Nobody. Anybody else tries, you just laugh in their face because you're the one that's hardest on yourself. Keywords: contemplation, self-judgment, review, second chances, guilt, spirituality, and memories. Find practical solutions to any problems that you're having. Practical problems. This is the King of Passion, King of Wands. All right? And his prompt is practicality because he's the king of it. Remain with your feet on the ground. Can you keep your feet on the ground while you reach for your source? Yes, you can. Because we're just made to bend that way, you might say. And you're going to find yourself doing that. Well, I'm going to remain logical here. Hard-headed, feet on the ground, wide awake, logical, and the cream of the crop is the source. It's always there. You don't have to reach for it. It's everywhere. It's around you. It's in you. All you have to do is communicate. That's all you have to do. But find practical solutions to any practical problems that may come your way. All right? This is a great thing. It's a beautiful thing. I'll give you the keywords, and that'll help sum him up. He's the very last card in, if I can get the book to open. There we go. I want the back. See? Nothing there. And there he is. Okay. Keywords are energy, creativity, power. There's a lot of passion here in these cards. Power, wisdom, keeping your feet on the ground, keeping it real. Embracing and handling everything with passion and color. Nothing's black and white. Nothing. Everything's got pops of color to it, especially with this card. Strong sense of freedom. And that's where you're leading yourself, is into more freedom in the bigger picture of your life, being freer than you are right now or than you have been. This is leading you to some freedom and remaining open. Openness, to remain open. All right. Last card I got for you is the winner, baby. Ace of Swords. New beginnings. Look at that. Victory. You're going to be making a victory, Cicely. There it is. All right. Look at this. See, the sword's pointed to the ground. It's pointed down. Let's get some business done here. And the shark's coming around to embrace, to cuddle, to get close, showing the softer side of himself, wanting to be with that sword, and part of it all. Bear with me just a moment. With the Ace of Swords, as I said, it's new beginnings. This is beautiful, wonderful for you, Cicely. And this is your last card as well, my dear. With the Ace is revealing that you're going to benefit from a very smart decision that's going to lead you to immediate victory. Hang on that sentence, Cicely. You're going to benefit from a smart decision that is going to lead you to immediate victory. If you've been beset and you've been uncertain, things have not been moving along quite at a pace that you would be comfortable with. They're a little draggy at times. This is just showing a breakthrough. Shows you cutting through confusion to win power and to win success. In relationships, you're going to make a new beginning with somebody. The card is also a big sign of mental clarity. You're sharp-witted. And there could be a legal victory on top of all this, or a triumph in an argument or a debate. I'm not feeling it's a court of law that's involved here. Anything like that. It could just be over. It's not like someone's been charged with breaking laws and that kind of a legal thing at all. It's other things. It's things you sign for, things you agree to. You sign your name to, that kind of a thing. Use your intelligence. That's all you got to remember. That's the advice. Use your smarts, and victory is going to be yours. 100%, 150%, all the way. And I got the feeling you're going to do this. You're going to play your cards right. That's a wonderful feeling that I have with this. Your keywords for this beautiful card are beginnings and decisions. Action, taking action. Not just talk, not just dreaming, daydreaming, thinking, but action and clarity. You're going to have a lot of clarity. You're going to have enough determination to get you through. You're going to have the right solutions for what they're needed for. And you're going to have some brilliant ideas along the way as well. There you go. There you go, Cicely. Thank you very, very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There we go. Let me get these cards back into pile here. Thank you, Cicely. It was nice seeing you again. And that was a good reading. It just put itself together. It really did. It put itself together. I didn't have to really stop and think about anything or what I was hearing. Everything was right there. Meant to be, maybe. Something that was meant to be. That's the way I look at it. You're so welcome, Cicely. It's always a joy when it comes to reading for you. It's always a joy. Who do we have next? We've got a couple more here. Okay, next person. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there's 5 of you. After I do this one, it will be 4. Just so you guys know what the lineup's like. Oh, Maggie. Maggie. Call you Maggie for... It's for, oh my God, Mary Jane. I'm sorry, Mary Jane. There we go. You're on the road and you're listening. Mary Jane, what's a general read? And I'm very dry. Excuse me. And I'm croaking. There we go. All right. This is for Mary Jane, please. Spirit be with me. Spirit be with me. My guides are with me tonight. I can feel them. If they are indeed, that's why they're here. I don't know, but there's 3. And they're all native. And I feel the presence very strong of them this evening. This is for Mary Jane. A general read. Bring to Mary Jane's attention what she needs to have attention on and focus. Oh my God, here we go again. This happened earlier. This is always the bottom card. When it starts doing that, then I'm just going to tell you, Mary Jane, now's the time to be trying to manifest things. Not trying, but manifest. Manifest. Well, he's always on the bottom. It's the weirdest thing. This is for Mary Jane. Is there something she needs to know about another person? Is there something she needs to know about a place or a thing? Whatever you find her wondering about, send her in on her questions. That's what we want to do, is send her in so we can answer them for her. You did? I called you Maggie for some reason. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wow. Holy boy. Oh my. I've never called you by the wrong name, but Maggie came out. Maybe this general reading will have something to do with that time period. Or it's just tarot showing off again. That could be too. I'm going to, one more run through. Then I'm going to cut the deck. Here we go. One more run. Now I'm going to cut the deck right here to see what we come up with. No way. Mary Jane, when I'm just reading for you and not hubby, is what I mean. It's not the personal. But these cards, boys, when they read individually, they really do. They really do. This is incredible. This is beautiful. You got one of my favorites. Look at this. I haven't seen that come up in a while. The very first card's one of my favorites. You got the Star. What's the timestamp? About 30 minutes, 31 minutes, Mary Jane, if when you get home and you want to sit and watch it and listen to it. Timestamps at about 31 minutes. Between 30 and 31. I'm right at 32 right now. There's your Star card. A reason here. A reason for you to feel optimistic. The universe does have humor. I've never called her anything other than Mary Jane before. I never called her Maggie, and I didn't know where that came from. And then she proceeded to tell us where. But the Star, she's so beautiful. You got good reason going on here to hope. To have hope. To have patience. Quiet, tame patience. You can wait as long as you need to. You're in no rush here at all. And there you are. One arm down at your side, your tail twisted to hold you in one spot, and one arm up to receive. You're ready. You're ready for it. That's what we're looking at. We're ready for it. This is beautiful. She's one of my favorites. Definitely going to her in the book. Hold on a moment here. There she is. She was meant to come up. Meant to find her. It's a beautiful thing. The card's showing that you've worked through some difficulties. And you understood there were lessons with these difficult experiences. And you've understood that. Now, you're going to begin to feel hope again. You're getting more of a positive outlook in your tomorrows yet to unfold. You really are. The more you place your trust in the universe to protect you, the more the Star is guiding you toward happier times. And she's saying, grab a hold of my tail and I'll take you along. I'll take you straight in. It's going to be some unexpected quick moments that are going to bring you joy. You're not going to feel like you muddled through all this stuff clouding the way, but a clear path as if you're holding on to the tail of the Star. She's got a clear-cut way through. You're going to feel like that. The more you place your trust in the universe to protect you, the more the Star is going to guide you toward happier times. This card is therefore revealing a lot of personal growth within yourself, spiritual, through healing of past issues. This way you can be free from old ways of doing things, old patterns of relating, and you'll be feeling more whole and more fulfilled in your future, which isn't a near future. It's a near future, not a long one. The Star is also a card of creativity, pops of color coming into your life. Others, great reassurance. You're on the right path. Whatever you're doing now, Mary Jane, you're on the right path in your life. If you've been conflicted, suffering, or doubting your abilities, and you may have doubted a few things recently, but you're coming past that, because the Star is here to show you that the very fact that she's shown up in your reading is a sure and positive sign that everything is going to work out just fine for you, especially things that are forefront and center that you're concerned with. They're going to work in your favor. It's beautiful. Follow your heart. Respect your inner knowing. Trust that the universe is going to bring you whatever it is that you need, whatever you require, whatever you desire. It's going to come. And your requests aren't that big. They're rather small. That's what I'm hearing and I'm feeling. Your requests are, I heard the way, mundane, small. They're not huge, overwhelming things. These are small things, but they mean the world to you. They're important to you and to only you. Therefore, when these things come to you, they're coming only to you. Beautiful. Creativity, dreams, intuition, healing, spiritual path, rebirth, and wishes. Isn't that something? I love her. Her and the magician. But the magician's my number one man, let alone number one card. So the next card, beautiful. Here we go. When these things start to come to you, Mary Jane, this is going to be the results. Look, success. The 6 of Wands bringing you success. Let me get the generic side out. The 6s are all good. They're pretty much, I'm way ahead. I don't know what I'm doing here. Way at the back, Natalie. Way at the back. Way, blah, 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 blah. Okay. 6s are always good. The 6 of Wands, right off the very first part of the card, is that you're going to be experiencing and viewing and witnessing some brilliant success. And that's because of the hard work and your resilience that you've done. You're very resilient. You keep bouncing back. Nothing keeps you down. Others are going to appreciate your shining light. They're going to feel calm around you. You're going to be spreading that light, a light of possibilities. People look at you and they go, how did she do that? How does this woman do that? How does she get everything to work the way she wants? I don't get it. Your shining light in that way is going to be wanted. People are going to want to cling to you because they're going to, why is she doing that so different? How did she make these things happen? You'll be a wonder and a marvel to a few people. You really will. You could be receiving, I don't know how strong this is because I'm getting just a blank wall here about a financial reward. If you receive it, you're going to be using it to celebrate in some way, maybe by buying something or by going somewhere. That'll be the way you celebrate. Another meaning of the card is an offer of love, but the love, this is not for you. Although you've got a lot of love in your life. There's no doubt about it. The advice, this is your time to shine, Mary Jane. Don't you dare hold back. You deserve every bit of success that's coming your way. Victory, education, awards, love proposals, promotion, strength, and ceremony. Love proposals, love, and I don't mean proposal. Even though it says it in the book, I'm not feeling that. The love could come from family, like your daughter, grandchildren, and your husband. He may surprise you in that department. He may surprise you by showing his love for you in a lot of different ways. So the next one this is representative of you, Mary Jane. It is the Queen of Pentacles, gorgeous card, and she represents you. She represents kindness because that's part of who you are. No doubt in my mind, you can be a real hard ass if you had to be. If that's called upon, absolutely. You do what you have to do. You do what needs to be done. But you'd rather do things in an unconflicted way, things in a smooth way, things that are done with your heart, things that are done with kindness. You had to pull over. This queen describes you as an affectionate, generous woman. And you are, and I believe this, you are the wise helper. We all want one of you in our lives. We all want someone like you in our lives. That's beautiful. You're a lover of nature, of your home, your family, and you're practical and you're down to earth. And Mary Jane, you are all these things. I know you are. Okay? I know you are. And as the You card in the reading, the Queen is showing you now is the time for you to focus on key tasks specific things that you need to focus on. Now's the time to do it. Spend your money wisely. Another meaning is that an influential woman through your line of work, someone that you deal with, highly supports what it is that you do in your career and whatever. She's there in your corner. The keywords: generosity, fertility, money, comfort, love, nature, children, and animals. What a gorgeous card. No, the hard ass is if you have to be, you can, but you're like me. Some people see me as somebody that's, well, maybe on here I'm a little more myself these days. Well, for a long time, because I'm direct, I try to be as honest as I can. And, but people in my real life see me somebody very kind and giving and soft. People who don't know me well have tried to take advantage of that. And then they seen another side to me and then got royally pissed because I blatantly figured them out, told them I figured them out, and they got really angry at me. I was the problem because I figured them out. Now, just don't waste my time. See ya. That's the way I am. And for you, you're the same way. You always take the peaceful, sweet way first and pray that that works and it takes care of what needs taken care of. But if you have to haul out your bitch ass, you'll haul it out. People leave you with no choice. You're not shy to use it if you have to. That's the way I see you. So, yes, screw them. That's right. But this card is just, it's gorgeous. It's beautiful. Be hands-on. Get involved. Give practical help when you're able to do that. Even share your knowledge with other people who need it. Okay? But now's the time for you to focus on your key tasks, and you don't let anybody slow you down, and you don't let anybody get in the way as well. The next card I have, I pulled a few for you tonight, so I'm sorry, everybody. If you're waiting, I'm sorry. 8 of Pentacles, but you all get the same attention. Achieve, and don't count her cards, because I may only pull 3 for you, or I may pull more. I don't know till I get to you. But this is the 8 of Pentacles. God, I love Pentacles. Achievement. So anything you're setting out to do here, there's no big disappointments in front of you right now. At least right now, there's none. There are no disappointments. Everything's going pretty good. This is really nice reading for you, Mary Jane, and I'm so happy. Excuse me. I run out of steam real quick. This 8 here is the achievement card. It's beautiful. And it shows the achievements are happening in what you do for a living, your profession. It's a card of the perfectionist as well. Is that you, Mary Jane? You know that small details can be very important. And you take pride in your work. And you set higher standards than others do for you. You set high standards for yourself. But you expect people around you to hold their end as well. This attitude is now going to pay off. Your finances are going to improve as a result of very hard work and a commitment to succeed. Additional meaning is exam success or anything like that. Things that may feel a little testy, but you're going to pass. You decide to deepen your expertise. There's a call here for you to return to some form of education to deepen your expertise. You've got the ability to earn more by learning more. Wherever you focus your energy, success and goodness is going to follow, because that's what you're all about. Analysis, dedication, detailed work, commitment, money, education, perfectionism. And another one of my favorites is your last card. How wonderful is this? The sun. The sun. And these 2 mer children, the boy and the girl, they represent both sides of you. There's 2 sides of you, and here's your uncertain side. Here is your unfailing human side. But here you are when you're filled with spirit and you're filled with confidence. Here you are. It doesn't always do this. It doesn't always represent the same person. But in this case for you tonight, certainly Certainly will. So, the sun. Le soleil. So, beautiful. I'm just about running here, and I'm running on empty. I got a fast start here tonight, so. You're welcome, Random 8. If you're still here, I didn't see you. I'm sorry. You do share knowledge, yes. Yes. Beautiful. Beautiful. The sun is your last card. That's pretty phenomenal. It really is. This is a very joyful card, a positive card, and it's predicting happiness and time for well-deserved relaxation. If life has been stressful for you lately, the sun is a welcome sign that the pressures are going to end and you're finally going to be able to unwind. You may be spending time with children at one point or finding your own inner child, doing what pleases you and brings you fulfillment. The sun also predicts holidays and trips, and you'll find peace and contentment in a place that nurtures and inspires you. The sun favors creative pursuits as well. You may turn your attention to some hobbies and creative projects now. These things will flourish wherever you throw your focus. Appreciate the deserved success and this special time of rest and recuperation. Enjoy feeling safe. Appreciate the harmony that is around you. Growth, children, joy, protection, holiday success, contentment. And the line, where is it? Because it jumped out at me because I'm thinking that as I'm reading all through. There. The pressures, the sun is a welcome sign. The pressures that you've been dealing with. There's good pressures and bad pressures, but pressure's pressure. So I'm not saying bad stuff, but even good stuff that you've been dealing with, that you've been working through, trying to make happen, make it off the ground, try to grow. Everything is going to work so well for you. You're going to be able to unwind. Your summer, in the term of what we see, summer is a time of freedom and joy and all of that. But there's a sense of freedom in the summer. We can really open up. Yours starts now, right now. That's what's there for you. Your start right now, Mary Jane. There you go, my dear. There you go. You're so welcome, Mary Jane, and thank you, as always, for your generous donation right here. Thank you very much. Now, our next person, our next victim. After Mary Jane, okay, the very next person we're looking at here. Ellen Ryan. Ellen Ryan, what was your question, my dear? You drive safe. Ellen Ryan. She left a note saying I'll send my question to you in chat. Miss Ellen, there you are. A general card. No problem. Here we go. Here we go, Ellen. We're going to do a general reading for you. Let's see what Spirit's got in store. Comes to people, places, situation, and things. Whatever is going on in your life, or maybe things that have yet to appear, things that have yet to come by your way. Let them come forth. Let them show for Ellen. Ellen's ready to receive. She's open. This is her moment. Bring forth what Ellen needs to know. I want to give them a good shuffle. Something's telling me. Take a minute here to do the good shuffle. Maybe because I didn't put all the cards back. I still got Mary Jane's cards out. That's why. Isn't that something? That never happens. Nothing ever says slow down. That was why I had to have that extra few seconds to notice the other cards sitting to the side. There we go. Now we're going to give a good shuffle. Thank you, Cheryl. It was nice to see you. Thank you. Let's see. This is for Ellen. Ellen R. What have we got in store for Ellen? What do you want me to bring into Ellen? I'm open to receive. Yes, it has to be with a full deck, or it kind of defeats purpose. The readings would not make sense if there was anything missing. They wouldn't add up. They wouldn't make any sense at all. They all have to be here. So, and I'm not working with full deck too, as far as I'm concerned. Me. I wonder at times how I stay that way. There's a lot of insanity that goes on around me. I stay home and I mind my damn business. I keep to my damn self. The weirdest stuff happens that nobody would believe me. They say, you're making that crap up. I got one person that knows what goes on with me, and they don't doubt me for 1 minute. Not for 1 minute. They help me figure things out, as a matter of fact, to a point. All right. This is for Ellen R. One more run through, and then I'm going to cut the deck for Ellen. Here we go. Here we go. This is the last run through. Whatever Ellen needs to have brought to her attention, bring it through me. Please and thank you, Spirit. Thank you. And I'm cutting the deck, Ellen, and the very first card that I have pulled for you. Oh, really? Well, what's that representing now? What is... Oops. Beautiful. And that's where it ends. Like I said, 3 cards, but they are interesting cards. Absolutely. The very first card is a little disturbing. Something going on in your personal life. But what we have here is the vortex. In the beginner's deck, that's what I call it. The beginner's deck is Rider Waite. And in that deck, that's this card, the vortex. It's known as the devil. And the devil represents temptation. All right? Not possession here. Temptation. Okay? So, she did make a funny. Took me a minute to get it because I was going on about something else. But yeah, I'm dealing with a full... If I was not dealing with a full deck, you know what? I'll tell you. Quite honestly, if I personally was not dealing with a full deck and what that represents, someone that has their head together and they're, it would have happened 40 years ago. I would have lost my shit 40 years ago. Easily. And the last 20 years have been very challenging as well. But I'm an eternal optimist. That's what a couple people have called me. You're an eternal optimist. You never, ever turn away. You never go, oh, woe is me. You never give up. No, because life is wondrous to me. The good, the bad, the ugly, the blood, the sweat, the tears. But there's always a reason. There's always passion that takes form in certain ways. And I'm one of these people, and I've known people that have breakdowns, and I was jealous almost. Aren't you lucky? You got to have a breakdown. And everyone's tending to you, fawning over you. You don't have to lift a finger for anything. You don't have to do anything. You're delicate goods. So everyone's teaching you. They're reaching out to you, and they're treating you like delicate goods. And I'm supposed to feel sorry for you. I've said that to one. You ain't getting my pity. How you got it? And they laughed and they laughed. They thought it was the funniest thing, and we both ended up laughing about it. I said, I wish I could be where you are right now. I could just break like this. Aren't you lucky? And then we got serious, and it wasn't funny when we were serious. The vortex. Temptation is the big thing. I am the real deal. And I don't have to sell myself to anybody. And I'll even say, not that we talk and not that we're friends, but he's been around just as long as me, if not longer, maybe. he gives a lot more to the craft. And he's a real deal as far as a card reader. And he respects the cards. He respects spirit, the whole bit. And I try to give him a plug every now and again. And that's Chris, who owns Minnowpond, Minnowpond. I support him, and I push you guys all off to him. He's a real deal, and I can tell. He's a real deal. A lot of times I listen to general readings for cancer. They don't resonate with me at all, but doesn't mean I think he's not the real. He's the real deal. I can pick up on that pretty much. There's a couple out there right now in the world, and they're not. They're into it for this. And they're in a position where they can make a lot of this. I don't have the energy to do that. I really don't. The only time I make money is here and in the odd private reading now. And before I used to have 4 to 5 pages just packed with private readings, everybody waiting 6 weeks and 8 weeks for the readings. I don't ever want to go there again. It's too much. It's because I'm the type person, if I got one reading hanging over my head, it drives me crazy until I do it. Then I'll lose my shit, you know. But with this vortex, let's get back into this. All right? We're back into the vortex. Temptation out there. That's what it is. Baby, do you want your pillow? Excuse me. I didn't put his pillow out to put on the floor beside me. Do you want me to get your pillow and your blankie? And you can lay right there on the floor, right? Right? Just a minute, hon. Here we go. There we go, my baby. Oops. There we go, my sweetheart. There's your pillow. And there's your blanket. Okay, babe? There you go. He's still going to want up on the chair with me. I'm going to open my window a little. There we go. Okay, here we go. With the vortex. Doesn't have to be something dreadful or something bad. It's just, you know what's going on here? The truth is being acknowledged. That's basically what's going on here. Okay? Acknowledging the truth of a situation. That's what I'm getting off that card for you. Okay? Just one moment. I just have to double check. Okay, here we go. Whoops. Okay, here we go. Overall, the card, what it means is that there's something has you feeling trapped. You feel like your back is been pushed up against the wall, maybe. You know what I mean? Something going on in your life is not going the way you want it to or the way you think it should go. Okay? And maybe you're tempted to try a few little tricks, but I would advise against trying anything like that. No matter what you're doing, no matter what you're dealing with, Ellen, no matter who you're with or who's involved, you have to shoot straight from the hip. You have to stay on the right side. That is the honest side, okay? Purity and honesty. No matter who you're dealing with or how bad or underhanded they may be, it doesn't mean you fight fire with fire here, because that'll explode. You stay on the right path where you're standing. You can't go wrong when you're doing good, when you're doing things the right way out of the goodness of your heart. You can't go wrong, you know? So, the vortex used to bother me when this card came up. It used to. It doesn't anymore. I go, what are you here to remind us all of? You know? The most common overall meaning of this card is affairs of the heart, which are worse than just a physical affair, because it means there's love involved, or somebody thinks there's love involved, but it's all underhanded. It's all on the sly, you might say. So you have to be aware of that, unless it's you doing it, which I have nothing to say, right? But the vortex is revealing, okay, that you may be feeling trapped. You may be enslaved. It could be a job, a financial contract, or love and lust. The common meaning of the vortex is affairs. The situation means you feel like you have little power and that another person or parties have more control over you than you do of yourself. You may be feeling attracted to a person or a situation that is not for you. Not going to do you any good. And an additional meaning of the card of the vortex is addiction to substances or to love itself. However, your bondage, whatever form it comes in for you, Ellen, it's an illusion. You can decide really and truly to break free whenever you choose. If you want to, you have to have the want to. But you can break free. You can pull away. Whatever you feel is burdening you or overpowering you, it's an illusion. Nobody's overpowering you. They're making you think that way, but that's not the case. It's only what you allow. That's for anybody in a standard, everyday way. Things only happen that we allow, all right? If you decide it's time to break an agreement or to even break a habit, it could be something as simple as a habit: overeating, drinking, toking, smoking, sex, whatever. It could be anything that you've been a little addicted to, maybe doing a bit too much of. But for you to break that tie, it's going to be easier than what you think it is. A lot easier. Don't let your circumstances dictate who you are. You take your damn power back. You get in control. You get at the front of the line. You lead. You direct. Choices, contrasts, control, power, affairs, restrictions, and addictions for this card. All right? Put that right there. I'm not putting them to the side anymore. So that was closed. Now, the next card that I have to you is a card that I say always has beautiful pops of color it brings into your life. This is coming. Your life is about to get a bit of a boost, an uplift. And when I say pops of color, do any of you know what I mean by that? Having pops. Someday, we go through periods in our life and everything's black and white. Maybe gray. Black and white. Maybe gray. We're going through the motions every day of living our life. Blah, 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 blah. Nothing exciting happens. Nothing big. That kind of thing. All of a sudden, it's going to feel like your life has become something colorful. Vibrancy coming out of the color. Situations, people, places, things. The energy gets raised and you're feeling it. And it's good. Something wonderful. It's something good. What? When you win the lottery and become a millionaire? That's not what I'm talking about. Okay? Yeah, you could come into money. That could buy you some freedom, some growing room, some stretching room. When you have more money, you've got more room to stretch. That's true. But this is people, places, things, it's hobbies, your life, your everyday life, maybe a break in your personality. There's a bit of a change. You're more outgoing. You're more outspoken. You're laughing more. You're happier more. That's what I mean by bursts of colors. Do you know what I'm saying? So, the last card I pulled for you is a lovely, lovely card. I call this my Midas touch. Midas touch card. How beautiful is that? It's perfect, perfect, perfect. This is gorgeous. This is where things really start to come alive for you. When I was talking about pops of color and you're laughing more and carrying on more, you're more lighthearted. This is the payoff. This is really going to hit home for you in a couple of certain ways. It really is. My Midas touch card. That's what I call it. And yes, there's metaphoric pearls involved. Of course there is. Of course there is. Let me bring up the generic side of the card. But it's going to feel that way, like things are going to get easier for you. Making things unfold. Making things happen. Attaining things that you want, where it seems every effort that you put in, the work you put in, anything you reach out for and touch, Metaphorically, it all turns to gold, which means everything is all of a sudden simpler to achieve. Everything is bending in your direction, in your favor. So if there are oysters out there, you get out and you can metaphorically start picking all the pearls you want. That's basically what this card is about. It's fantastic. The world is showing you that your life is regenerated and renewed as you finally find the success that you've sought and celebrate your achievement. You may receive a particular reward for your efforts. The card also shows the completion of a phase, such as the meeting of a target or reaching a goal or finalizing something like a big house move or other major project just as big as that. The world often comes up in a reading to signify even a relationship landmark, such as a wedding anniversary or renewing your vows. These are the opportunities to travel now. And if you're single, you can have romantic adventures as well. The advice, this is where you begin to celebrate what you have achieved and you begin to embrace brand new opportunities. You're not shy. You're not holding back anymore. You're going to be full of energy and motivation. And the world feels like it's your oyster. So whatever it is that you want is there for the picking. Keywords: success and completion, celebration, beginnings, travel, motivation, and renewal. So, that's the way she goes. Oh my goodness. I don't know. What cards did I have? I don't know, Ellen, because once I pass the cards, that's it. What did you have? You had this one. What was the other cards? I don't remember because I didn't even stack the back. I don't stack my cards on top. Bear with me and maybe I'll come across. No. I don't know. Honest to God, I don't know. I'm not seeing them here now. I shoved them into the deck and they appear to be gone. You'll have to watch it over because there's replay on this when it's done. You'll have to come back. Timestamp about 105, in around there. So go to about 105, somewhere's in around there. I'm at 108 right now. And if I'm already, then just go back a couple minutes to get the beginning of it. Okay? So the first card was, I don't remember what the second card, I just move along. Once it's done, it's done. I'm sorry. You're going to have to rewatch it. Easier for you than it is for me. But thank you, Ellen. No, thank you. It was a pleasure. It really, really was. It was a good reading. Thank you so much. Where am I? Okay, I see who the next reading is for. Let me see here. Who is this? Annie Soroka. Annie Soroka. Another general reading. Are you here, Annie? Or Anne, I should say. Anne Soroka. Very helpful. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. There you are. There you are, Anne. Good. I'll get shuffling for you. And Anne is asking for a general. I love generals. I prefer them because anything can come up. It's a free open field for anything to come up. You're not narrowing down the possibilities. I'm having a hard time shuffling here. Come on. I'm dry too, and I'm licking my finger, trying to wet my... It's not working. My mouth is dry. Just a minute, sweetheart. You wait a minute, baby. I'll fix a chair so you can get up in a minute. Oh, my goodness. And he makes me sit on the edge, which is physically really hard on one leg. Up you go. Come on. Hurry up. Come on. Come on up. I mean it. I'm serious. Get up. There you go. He's looking at me like he's not sure that I mean it. Okay, Anne Soroka. This is for Anne Soroka. It's a wide open reading. Please bring Anne what you feel that should be brought to her attention. Please and thank you very much. soon as it warms up enough at night, I'll be doing these readings out on the deck at night. Because I got my umbrella up. I just have to get up all my chimes out there. Try to find maybe another set of lights. The lights really add to the atmosphere. This is Fran Soroka. What's going on for Anne? What needs to be brought to her attention? Okay. After this, I'm going to cut. Here we go. Here we go. Cut the deck. Whoa. Nice card. This represents you. You again? Really? For heaven's sakes. Okay. Nice. All right. It's great. Beautiful. Very first card I pulled for you is a great card. She's representing you in this reading. She's the Queen of Cups. She represents sensitivity, Anne. She represents sensitivity. Representing that within you is basically what it is and what's going on here. Bear with me. The Queen of Cups. She is a beautiful card. Good night, Karen. Have a good one. Sorry I didn't see you there, but hello, good night, good evening, goodbye, later. Glad you were here. I'm very sorry. I pretty much have had my head into the cards here. This queen is the Queen of Hearts. Very sensitive and very compassionate person. You're very gentle toward your friends and openly loving toward your family and partner, should you have one. It shows you offering loyalty to those you care about. You're feeling inspiration. You've got a lot of creativity. So any projects that you plan to have on the go or have on the go, they're going to thrive as well. As the You card in the reading, the Queen is showing you that now is the time to focus on relationships, children, sharing with friends. If you're single, she can predict emotionally that you're ready for a new love. You are now ready. Advice: tune into your nurturing side, your natural nurturer. Okay? And in decision making, your emotional intelligence is your best guide. Keywords: love, nurturing, generosity, sympathy, protection, care, and emotion. So whatever really this is what I'm hearing. Whatever you're doing with yourself now, keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. Do it your way. You're being very thoughtful, very tender. You're very aware. You're very conscious of other people around you and what they might be experiencing or might be going through. Keep doing what you're doing. Whatever you're doing in your life right now, in your day-to-day, keep doing it. You're doing it right. You're doing the best. You are giving the best of you, basically, to people. And the next, I'm going to end right there with that card, but the next card, I can't believe it's come up twice back to back. But it did. 78 cards in the deck. Okay? When a card repeats itself after a good shuffle, you see me shuffle them quite well. There's the World again. How beautiful is that? How beautiful is that? It's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Regeneration. Where you're at emotionally and mentally, you're going to be, and it's a good place that you are in as far as your personal energy goes, your personal life, your personal spirit. It's all about you here with this card. You're in a revolving circle that keeps regenerating itself This is a good thing. So you're in a good space, and you're going to continue to be there for quite a while, which is wonderful. And it says to me that even if something negative comes your way, you're going to handle it with love and with care. You're going to handle it. Nothing is going to take you down. Nothing is going to bring you down. Nothing is going to anger you or hurt you. Nothing like that. It's not going to happen. This is working in your favor. It's a gorgeous card. Boys, oh boys, oh boys. Beautiful card for you. A card of the world. What more could you ask for? There's so much goodness with this card. The regeneration of you, when you have to recharge and regenerate, it comes with ease, almost like it's second nature to you. You are in a good place, Anne. Hallelujah. Thank you, Spirit. There we go. There we go. And you're going to stay in this good place for a while, quite a while. And when you feel like your energy and your spirit might be slagging a little bit, that's natural. It's nothing bad, because you're still on terra firma. You're still in human form. Of course you're going to get tired. You're going to feel a little wrung out at times, but you will regenerate. As natural as breathing. It's going to be a beautiful thing. You're not worried. Some people worried, oh my God, I'm getting burned out. Oh my God, what am I going to do if I get burned out? I won't be any good to myself, let alone other people. I won't be any. That's not it for you. It's like second nature. You don't even know what it is you're doing. You don't know how it happens. You just trust that it does, and it does, and you get regenerated. Whenever you feel you're running out of a little bit of gas, you pull it together and you get full again. Oh, it's beautiful. The world shows that your life is regenerated and renewed. And you're finally finding the success that you've been seeking. And you're going to be celebrating some achievements as well. You could, somebody may come forward with a gift for you. It could be a gift of money, but it's to have fun with. It's to celebrate. It's to treat yourself with. Okay? There's a completion of a phase for you. There's my dog. She's back again. There could be, where'd that come from? There could be, the card shows you meeting a target, reaching a goal, or maybe, for example, finalizing a house move or something other that's big like that, a major project ahead. Okay? The world often comes up in readings to signify if you are in a relationship. It signifies a relationship. This could be a wedding anniversary. It could be renewing of vows. It could be friendship. It could be work relationship. But there's something there you're wanting to celebrate. Something that you've held out. You've lasted. There are many opportunities for you to travel now as well. But if you're single, you could have some adventures on those travels. Otherwise, be a good girl. The advice, celebrate what you have achieved and embrace any new opportunities that come your way. You know what? You don't need to be told this. You already do. You're going to be full of energy and motivation. The world is going to be your oyster. You get to pick and choose what pearls you want. You're in control of that. So your keywords with the world are success and completion, celebration, beginnings, travel, motivation, and renewal. What a gorgeous thing. Beautiful, beautiful. Look, when you get a card like this, it's a special moment. There's nothing negative that goes with this card. I look for it sometimes, like, is there anything that could slide in between? A little too much reality? No, there never is. It's a gorgeous card. It's a beautiful card. You're going to feel as free and as confident as he does. It's beautiful. You're very lucky. The next card I'm pulling for you is another good card. It is the 6. Another beautiful 6 of Pentacles. This is gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Generosity. You're either giving it or receiving it. Either one with this. Either way, it's a good card. It really is. Excuse me while I pull up the generic side of this gorgeous, gorgeous card. And there it is. Come right up. Didn't even have to look. Here we go. You're going to be given a gift. And this gift could be money. Or could just be another blatant, in-your-face token of love. No mistaking it. Friendship, even. Or support. No mistaking what it's for. The reason behind it. This money is feel-good money. If you're the recipient, you're going to be feeling genuinely full of gratitude. Also, you may be the one donating time, effort, or money. If you do this, do it with thought and sensitivity to the other person or people. Whether you're giving to an individual, such as a friend that could be struggling, be sensitive. Or to an organization, such as a favorite charity. Receive any gift with thanks and grace. And if you're giving to others, enjoy it. Because giving in itself is its own reward. And that's a reward that you feel. Not so much you're going to see or hold or handle. Something that you're going to witness and you will feel it. Finances, gifts, balance, help, compassion, humility, and protection. All right? You may be even the one offering protection for somebody else. You could be teaching somebody something new. And you're ensuring them, don't panic if you don't get it. Don't panic if you slide. Don't panic if you make a mistake, you stumble and fall. Because I'll be there to catch you. I'll be there to fix it. Till you get into it and you get on your own, you can stand on your own 2 feet. You're gonna convince somebody to do the best you can do. I'll be on the sidelines watching. If anything falls, I'll be there to catch it, especially you. Leave somebody with confidence. This is a beautiful thing you could do for somebody else. The last card I pulled for you is the 4 of Pentacles, and it is the security card of tarot. How fantastic is that? This is beautiful. Hello, Daisy. How are ya? How you doing, girl? How you doing? So here we go. It's a beautiful card. You know, you would think the lower arcana, right? Little cards like this, how much could they, kind of an impact could they have? They can take your breath away. That's what. No such thing as a minor card. They're minor lower arcanas. Doesn't make them minor. It doesn't make them less. It really doesn't. Is if anything that they do, it zeroes in on the specific, the things that are specific. It'll narrow down to 1 or 2 things. It'll be more about the meaning of the card, where the higher arcana is more of a power that it sends out. So here we go, the security card of tarot. This is beautiful. You should, and this is there it is. This book is acting weird tonight. It's just there. There it is in front of me, right there. 4 of Pentacles. Look at it. It was right there, holding it. Good heavens. This is the security card of the tarot. This is when your finances are on track and work and relationships are happy and stable. It's beautiful. You're able to provide. You're able to care for others overall. You've reached a point at which you can sit back a little while and enjoy the foundation that you built around your life, that your life rides on and sits on. It's beautiful. Appreciate the strong foundation that you have built. However, because this security card, it's been very hard won. It didn't come to you easy. You worked for where you're at. Don't be up to resisting any more positive changes. That's just a weird, quirky thing that could happen. Leave yourself open to the new possibilities that'll come your way, and there will be some. Take advantage or pass them by. It'll be up to you. And the advice, enjoy this period of calm. This is the last words in your reading. This is beautiful. Enjoy this period of calm and order. And you're in a period of calm and order. You're to sit back and just go with the flow. Go for the ride. Stay open to new possibilities. Keep looking for new ways to expand that empire, that foundation that you built. Stretch it out a bit. Don't be afraid. Keywords are stability and finances, property protection, balance, order, and foundations. So there you go. That was a beautiful reading for you, Anne. I'm very happy for you. That reading is just positive from start to finish. There was nothing there to be careful of, nothing to fix. There was nothing to break. It was a good reading. It really was. I have a really good energy about that reading. I'm feeling it. Very, very good. And you deserve it. You deserve it as well. You're very welcome, Anne. And thank you for picking me to do your general reading. It was an honor. Really, really was. Thank you so much. Now let's look and see who else we have. Oh, we've only got 2 left on the list. Now we're down to 1. So, oh, Giovanna. General reading. Worried because I haven't closed deals in my job. Okay. Jovi. I'm looking for Jovi. She's always pretty quick to answer. She'll be here in a second. This is beautiful. Something made me come on and do these readings tonight. I should have done the personal, but if I got the energy, I'll finish up the personal reading when I'm done, or I'll do her tomorrow. It'll be her last day for waiting. So, one second, Emily. You might be the one that's left. Might be last on the list. Hold on, I check. Let's see whose name's on this one. Emily Martin, yes. You're the last one on the list, Emily. You're right after Jovi. Jovi, how you doing, sister? Okay, so I want to go back into yours. And I want to, let me see, go back in. You had said something about, no, that's not the right one. Where did you go? Must be the next one down. Yes. General reading, but you're worried because you haven't closed any deals in your job. Okay, let's see what we can do for you here. All right, Shelby. All right. Yeah, you'll be right after Jovi, Emily. Don't go anywhere. Whatever you do, don't go anywhere. I know it's not your fault if you're lagging, but geez, I hate it. It's nobody's fault when you're lagging. It's your internet, right? Every time I talk about lagging, I think of that Carmen. She hasn't been around. It's been over a month. And she just disappeared one night. I kept calling her name. I said, I'll get her the next time. It's not the first time. This is well over a month ago. And I'm worried about her. I hope she didn't catch COVID. I hope something... And I don't know any of her people, her family, anyone to ask. I haven't got a clue. I wish she would show up. I'm a little worried now about her. She's been gone far too long. Far too long. I think she donated $20 too. It was a big donation. She's yet to collect on it. All right. Come on, baby. Come on, baby, light my fire. This is for Jovi. She's a little concerned about her work. She hasn't been completing what it is that entails her work and putting everything together, making it work. And she's had a hard time filling a couple of placements like that. Or anything else that Jovi needs to know about, be made aware of. Please bring it forward for her. Front and center. It's for Jovi. Yeah. No, I have to, Lachey, when it comes, I know the general where she's at, but I've got to pull this table back, push it out. I got to take the chair out. The table, everything on it has to come off before I move. It's a big job just to find her. So I've been saying, fine, you want to get a vacation? You got a vacation. Stay where you're at for a while. Charles will take your place. She'll be back, don't worry, when I get the energy to do it. I'm not feeling up to it. Not feeling well enough to do anything like that. I haven't. I'm lucky I get my dishes done every day. I'm lucky if I get the vacuum through. I'm lucky if I get to clean the bathroom. That in itself, you know. So, but she's okay. I know I have a general idea where she is. This is for Giove. One more run through for Giove, and then I'm going to cut the deck. Was there something in particular, Lashay, I'm supposed to ask, Charles? I'm going to cut. Very first card. Good. Good. All right. This is the star. You've got this tonight. It's the star of the evening. He keeps popping up. Oh, my goodness. All right, I'm going to stop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 cards. So, I haven't had an opportunity to even use Charles yet tonight. He's just kind of hanging out, waiting to be called upon. The very first card that I pulled for you, Jovi, is the King of Swords. He represents die-hard ambition. You don't lack. You don't lack in ambition. Look at this. Also, don't follow protocol so tightly all the time. That just came through for you. Okay? You don't know who Charles is? You've just forgotten. You know who he is. This is Charles. You've just forgotten. I know you know who Charles is. He's one of my pendulums. Lilith's on a vacation. So we've pulled out Charles away. There, yes, that's who Charles is. But anyways, yes. Don't follow protocol. That's part of what he's all about when it comes to your work that you mentioned. You've got to be ingenious in a way. You have to come up with a new elaborate way of completing what you started to ensure that it gets completed. You have to come up with something new. He does not follow protocol. He doesn't, if there's an A, a B, and C is the goal, everybody would say, okay, we'll begin with A, then we'll move into B, and then we'll get to C. He's not like that. It's not the kind of energy he pulls. He's impatient to succeed, as you are. He represents that about you. But with him and his energy, he'll go look at the A, the B, the C, and he'll look ahead and go, okay, let's see what it needs, what it takes. But I'm not doing that. He begins at A, he jumps over B and lands right on C. That's the kind of energy he has, is to not beat around the bush, to not drag his tail, to not do things because that's the way they're supposed to be done. If you can bypass the supposed to, bypass the supposed to. All right? Let me get him up in the book here. But that's even before seeing the, before even opening up to him and seeing the message of the book. That's what he's about. He's representing you. You're going to have to break protocol. You're going to have to break routine. You have to slide in things that are going to be a little bit different to ensure that you're going to be able to close the things that you've started. Finish them up. This man, the energy, he's an energy for you. This man is clever, and he's often a strong leader in a professional career. He's a great strategist with charm and ambition, but he can exert pressure as well because he's very impatient to succeed. He can be relied upon to offer calm and logical judgment. Another meaning could be legal issues that may need your attention just now. And if the king comes up, and if you're resonating with all of this, it's coming up as the U card, then you need to take more of a logical approach. This is a time for mental agility rather than emotion. Mental, because it's swords. Mental agility more than emotional, because it's swords. And that's what swords represent, everything going on up here. How we deal with things, how we think about things, how we weigh things, this sort of thing. But there's some kind of, I wish I could zero in on it. There's some kind of something you're going to end up trying to complete these phases that you're going through, your placements, and to complete them. You're going to find some little quirk, and you're going to say, this is a never fail. This can't fail. If I use this little glitch, you won't be able to fail. Things may not turn out for the best, but they are what they are. That's what it's going to be. But you're completing them. You're saying, there, I've done my end of things. There. I've pushed it into place. It's working. It's moving. It's going. And that's when you raise your hands and say, it is what it is. Let it be what it may. But I'm finished. I'm completed. I've completed this. I've finished this. And you feel really, really good about it. It's not anything underhanded. It's not anything bad. It's not. You've just put a bit of a twist on things to ensure that once you start with the new plate, you finish it. Just that simple. I don't know how. I wish it would show me how, but I don't know how. Remain calm. Use your logical judgment. The advice, maybe this is what you need to follow. Maybe it'll lead you into it. Look to the facts before you make any decisions, Jovi. The keywords are fairness and balance, incisiveness and decisions, strength, justice, support. Solid as rock is what I'm hearing. Solid as a rock. The phase that you're going through isn't going to go on much longer. You're going to fix it. You're headed in the right direction. You don't even know it yet. But you'll know it when you arrive. And things start to fall into place again the way that you intend them to. Hold on to that and believe it. That's your hope. That's your promise. Believe it. Believe it, believe it, believe it. Things are going to level out here. Things are going to start being the way that they're supposed to be. The way you set things up to go. You're going to be doing all right. It's going to improve. Believe you me. Beautiful. Beautiful. Four of Wands. Looks of Swords. Four of Swords recovery. That's what you're recovering from. What you put in your question, you're going to be recovering from that. You really, truly are. I wish the cards had come up opposite. I wish that this had been your first card and this had been your second card. Because, it doesn't matter because the end result is the same. It's you getting through. You really are. You're going to get through here. Things are going to change and they're going to work in your favor. And all the effort that you put in and the conscientiousness is going to pay off. It's going to unfold before you in a great, great way. This is a time for a break when this card comes up. This could be your choice or it could be imposed upon you. You're going to be taking a break away from you all. You'll be able to do that. That's probably why I came up after. Because you're going to be busy for a while, catching up on things, making up for things, setting things straight again. Then you're going to take a little bit of a break. All right? It's been a stressful commitment. You're going to need a bit of a breather. And that's fine. You're being encouraged to do that. This quiet time is going to be necessary. It's also going to be an opportunity for you to look after yourself through resting, recuperating, and just enjoy a more gentle pace of life for a while. The 4 also shows you may put some plans on hold. And if that happens, it's all good. You're not panicked about or bothered about it. You're not upset. Some things have time on their side. You're very lucky. Advice: accept that this is how things need to be just now. You're going to make progress when the time is right. Your keywords are inaction, time away, taking, or even maybe, I don't think so for you though, but a relationship break, healing, peace, stillness, and rest. You're going to be okay. You're very bothered by what's going on right now, but that's going to level out. You watch and see. And here we go. Look at this. There he is again. Isn't he something else? He's the star tonight. It happens every time we do many readings. There's one card that'll show itself on almost every damn reading that goes by. Doesn't matter how long I shuffle. Doesn't matter. When it's meant to come up, it comes up. It's just that simple. A lot of the readers would throw it back in the pack and reshuffle and get another deck. It doesn't work for me because it would come up anyway. I've seen it happen too many times. I've learned my lesson. I can be a slow study at times as well, is what I'm saying. But I know better than that. And it shows a lack of belief as well. So whatever's meant to come out will come out one way or the other, through the card or through the messages that are coming through me. Usually I drink a pop. That's a diet Pepsi. Usually when I sip on a pop without eating and I'm just sipping, it usually lasts me forever. I'm really dry tonight. That's almost gone. It's a can of Diet Pepsi. The world is showing, look, this is your reassurance of what you're going through right now. All right. The world is showing up to show you that your life is being regenerated and renewed as you finally find the success that you're seeking, and you're going to want to celebrate your achievements. You may receive a particular reward for all the efforts. The card also shows the completion of a phase, such as meeting a target or reaching a goal. You could finalize a house move or something big like that. Some big thing going on. The world often comes up in readings. It signifies relationship landmarks as well. Could be wedding anniversary, renewing of vows. That's if this applies to you. There are opportunities for travel now that are going to come up as well. And if you're single, you could have some romantic adventures as well. The advice: you celebrate what you have achieved and embrace new opportunities. And you're going to be full of energy and motivation. The world is going to feel like it's your oyster. It's the other thing I didn't mention. This is my Midas touch card. When you start touching things, reaching out for things, handling things, working with, it's all going to feel like it's turning to gold. Just by your mere breath, things are turning to gold. Things are coming easier, smoother, softer, more refrained. It's hard to describe, but you can feel it. You'll be feeling it. What's going on? Everything's going my way. This is amazing. And you'll be in different situations that'll work your way in your favor. You'll go, that was easy. Wow, was that ever easy? This is definitely not what I expected, but it's definitely what I'm accepting. Absolutely, and 100%. Success, completion, celebration, beginnings, travel, motivation, and renewal. Everything's working in your favor. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Work smarter, not harder. You're going to get everything in order. You're going to clean up residuals of anything left laying behind that shouldn't be there. You're going to be cleaning up on things, getting everything into order, bringing more structure in your life, more order in your life, even with people. If there have been falling outs, disagreements, arguments, anything like that, debates, all of that's going to just go dissipate off into the netherworld. They're not going to bother you anymore. All your focus and energy is going to be on what it is that you do. The most important things, and not these piddly little things that can go on with people. So that's going to clear. It's going to be, your element's going to be peaceful. Very, very peaceful. The last card I pulled for you is one of the most desired cards in the deck. Doesn't come up enough, but you got it. The beautiful Ace of Cups. Look at the smile on that dolphin's face. Look at his eyes. Content. Very happy. Very, very happy. What a gorgeous, gorgeous card for you, for that to come up. One of the most coveted cards. It really, it truly, truly is. Bear with me. It's an ace, so there's new beginnings in happy ways. That's first thing off this card. New beginnings for you. Very, very happy. Happy new beginnings. All right? This ace brings you your heart's desire as you find fulfillment through an artistic pursuit or maybe even a new relationship. You may create a baby, quote unquote, that is your project. A new business, a book, planting a garden, decorating your home. This card, sometimes the Queen of the Ocean appears, reveals for some people it's pregnancy and motherhood and joy. Not so much for you, maybe, not at this time. The ace, while being a positive card, can also bring emotions that feel overwhelming. But these are loving emotions. These are happy emotions. They're beautiful at 150%, no matter which way you look at them. So strong and so moving, you may be brought to tears of joy. Tears that you can't hold back. And the kind of happiness and joy that when you're crying, you say, oh my God, it's an ugly face cry. That's how hard and deep this cry is. That's how intense it is. But it's a good one. All right? Open your heart. Open your heart and trust. And you need not be overwhelmed by emotion. Just accept it. Okay, so I'm blatting. My nose is running. I need to blow my nose, wipe my eyes. A real hard cry, but a good one. A really good one. Big sense of relief washing over you. Just be open to whatever comes to you. That's all you have to do. The keywords for this beautiful, beautiful card: beginnings, passion, creativity, growth, fulfillment, overflow of emotion, and intensity in the best of ways. And that, my dear Jovi, was your reading, my dear. There you go. Let me put these cards back and we'll move on to the next one. Thank you, Jovi. Very much appreciated you being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. My God, the time's flying by. Oh, there we go. Who do we have? I think it was someone named Emily, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Yes, Emily Martin. And after Emily, I have another one, and it's going to be for, just in case you're here and you hear it. Again, for me. Okay, and Soroka, thank you so much. She is donated, thank you, very generous donation of $20. And Anne says, you are amazing. Please pull a general reading for yourself. Stay amazing, and we love you. Oh my goodness. But Emily, you're the next one up. I guess I'm after you. You want a general reading, Emily? No problem. Thank you, Anne. Oh, I'm going to be shitting bricks here now. I usually don't read for myself. It doesn't work very well. Or it's stupid. It doesn't seem to make sense. But maybe tonight it will. Right after we're done with Emily, I will pull a card for me and see what comes up. But we're going to do this for Emily. Emily wants a general reading. Please bring into the realm what needs to be looked at by Emily, what she needs a heads up on, what needs her attention, what she needs insight on. Give her some foresight as well, maybe of what is yet to come. I'm going to die if we get the world again. We've had it every reading so far. Wow, this is crazy. What a good night. Look at this. We're almost 2 hours in. It doesn't even feel like that to me. This is beautiful. we go. I'm giving it a good shuffle and a good mix up here. I really am. Let's do the standard one for one moment, for one run. Come on now. Dropping them everywhere. Give me another run through, and then I'm going to cut the deck. Thank you, Spirit. This is for Emily. Nope, I didn't get them. They're giving me a hard time. My clumsiness, my hands bother me lately. It's part of it. Okay, here we go. Last run through, and I'm cutting the deck. Bring forth what Emily is needing to be aware of. Giving her a heads up. Here we go. I'm going to cut. Very first card, she's beautiful. Second card, okay. Okay. Another beauty. Okay. Yeah. Very first card that I pulled for you, Miss Emily. Beautiful card. We got the Queen of the Ocean. Focus in on the word. Key word here. Okay? Let it come to you and embrace it. But there she is. And there's her prompt. What she's all about. Abundance. Abundance. Beautiful card. You couldn't ask for better. You really couldn't. She's gorgeous, darling. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. She's the third card in the Major Arcana. There she is. All righty. Oh, my goodness sakes. She is the Queen of the Ocean. She is the embodiment of a feminine power and fertility. She really understands the rhythms of nature. She lives in harmony and she lives in comfort. She's always ready to receive the blessings of life by opening her right hand at all times. Her left hand, sorry. She glows with light. Her crystal scepter signifies healing, nurturing, and love, while the pearls around her arm and wrist signify wisdom. The Queen of the Ocean is the mother card of the tarot. It's a very important card because of that. She brings happiness. She represents and brings abundance. Different levels of abundance through different things into your life. She predicts contentment for you. A loving partner, family, comfort. She reassures you that your needs are going to be taken care of. You're not to worry. If recently you've suffered financial setback, money's going to flow again for you. Old arguments are going to be forgotten. Harmony's going to rule at home. You're set up and you're heading into an extremely beautiful time for you in your life. Another meaning is a lot of spiritual growth going on for you, which is going to bring you a lot of emotional stability and leave you alive and vibrant and creative. The Queen also favors fertility if you're planning on having a child or children or even grandchildren, even I don't know your age, so it could be any of those things. They will be highlighted as well. As a person, she is the female partner, mother, or mother figure for you. So it's time to grow. It's time to evolve. Enjoy and invest time into your relationships. This is your advice. Time to grow, evolve. Don't get in your own way. Let it happen. Let it play itself out. Invest your time into relationships. Invest your time into your home, even your spiritual practice, and any new creative projects you may have on the go. Get focused on those. Keywords are growth and nurturing, home, love, fertility, comfort, generosity. She's really pinpointing for you. This is a wonderful time in your life. It's a wonderful time for you. Allow yourself to be smothered in all goodness. It's a beautiful thing, Emily. Very beautiful. Damn, those cigarettes burn up fast. Okay. The next card we have, and we're going to keep things real. All right. Going to keep things real. You're not going to be off on cloud 9 floating off into the netherworld. You know what I mean? This is going to keep you grounded, keep you real. This is competition that you're facing in your life, or you're going to be facing in your life. Competition doesn't mean anything bad. It really doesn't. Not per se, not the way the other 5s can anyways. But this is the card of competition. It's cards of being tested as well. Don't let yourself feel overwhelmed by other people's opinions, because that could happen. People shooting off their 2 cents, giving their thoughts on things, what you should and what you shouldn't do. Don't let yourself get overwhelmed by that. Please remember that. Please remember that. In families, within the family structure, this 5 can sometimes show demanding children at work, demanding colleagues who talk first, and they usually talk over you, and sometimes it's a fight just to get heard. That can be going on in some corner of your life as well, where you're not being heard. It's okay. But it's okay that you're not. It's frustrating. Just have faith and believe. It's not going to last long, okay? Additional meaning is dealing with a deluge of your communication sector in the arm of your life is a lot of emails, phone calls, meetings. These meetings threaten to pull you in different directions at the same time. You got to be watching about double booking for meetings. Be careful of that. And don't allow yourself to get pulled in too many directions at once. You're the one that's you're the master of your life, your control. So put the brakes on to slow things down if you have to. Become the observer when you can. Be the fly on the wall while you can, if a situation calls for that. This will work in your favor. When you become somebody that nobody's noticing, and they're talking over you, ignoring you, you're going to get to sit back and watch people show their true colors. When people think they're not being watched or observed, they let their guards down, and the real person comes through. Only for a few minutes, but you get to see it. This way you're going to be able to see who really needs your help, who needs your advice, and those that are just being lazy and trying to use you to their convenience. You'll put a stop to that. But make sure you focus on yourself as well. The advice, become the observer. It's going to pay off for you. Watch people a lot closer than you have in the past. But don't forget to focus on you. And your keywords for this card are posturing, pretending to be somebody you're not or somebody else is. People that are pretending to be something they're not. Right? Egos come into play here. Pride. Some people will die for their own pride. Debates, tests, opinions, communications overload. Don't let yourself be pulled into that craziness right there. And that may be when people notice you. Oh, hey, you, come here, man. And they try to pull you in. Be very detached when it comes to dealing with other people. Be there for what you have to be there for. Interact, but keep a detached air about you, where that detachment, the essence of it screams, you can't touch me. Yes, I'm here. Yes, I'll do what needs to be done, but you can't touch me. Very independent. It gives off an air of independence, which is going to work in your favor. But this is real life coming in, trying to squeeze its way in between all the goodness. You protect that goodness with your spirit, with everything. The next thing we have here is the card of strength. All right? Strength. Look at him. The look of determination. Does he freeze all the fish? How beautiful is that? Stability. Holding his own until the challenges in front of him is taken care of. He's holding his own is what he's doing. There, will you stop making me push a chair in and out? That's getting on my nerves. Knock it off. Either stay up or stay down. Come on. Jeez, I'm telling you, boy. Where are we? Okay, strength. Okay. Right here. There we are. Dry again, dry again, dry again. This card here shows you need to have patience in the face of conflict, and you will, because you're going to stand your ground rather than be overwhelmed. This is kind of continuation from the last card here. Standing in the face of conflict, but you are untouchable. Like nobody can touch you. You just need to remember that whatever opposes you, excuse me, oh, I am not tired. That spirit. What opposes you is lower than you are. This could be of your own fear or guilt or other emotions that could shake your confidence. Or it could be a person who's acting in an unreasonable way. They're trying to project these emotions onto you. You can have compassion while keeping your personal boundaries strong and refuse to be taken advantage of. The strength of your character. Additional meaning of the card is literally physical strength, a return to vitality. If you don't have vitality or as much as you used to now, it's coming back full force. Having vitality is beautiful. It's wonderful. You're going to get the full dose. Advice. You need to stand firm. Be sure of yourself. You stand firm when you need to. You need to remain calm and level-headed, not high-strung, not emotional. You want to be taken seriously. You take the higher moral ground whenever you're put in that situation. So you do what's right. Keep your integrity forefront and center. You do what's right no matter what the consequences. This situation is going to be a test of your character. Oh, come on. Don't start this. Oh, excuse me. Jesus. Take the higher moral ground. The situation is a test of your character. And you're going to be resilient and patient enough. You're going to have what it takes to withstand ongoing challenges without panicking, without compromising. You're going to be able to get through this. You're going to have the strength to get through this. You're going to stand your ground, and you're not going to be moved by anybody. You'll only move when it's your idea to move, and then it's okay. But not from other people. It's not going to happen. There's something here that means something to you, important to you. You're not going to be moved on it at all. You've never been more sure of yourself. Okay? Courage, patience, endurance, risk, balance, opposition, and vitality. And that vitality is bringing you the energy. And you're going to go, this was too easy. This was a cakewalk. If this was 6 months ago, I would have been full of apprehension and fear and stress and tight. I'm not anymore. Your vitality is very replenishing when it comes to your energy. And we have the next card, another queen. She's representing you. Sensitivity. You can be strong without being a hard ass or playing hardball. That's kind of what she's about. She's representing a side to you that's very sensitive, which is a good thing. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. It really is. So there she is with the Queen of Cups. The Queen is the Queen of Hearts. She's sensitive. She's compassionate. Very gentle toward her friends, openly loving toward her family and her partner. She offers the essence of loyalty, inspiration, and creativity. Any projects that you create or you have on the go, they're going to thrive as well. And as the U card, if you're resonating with this in the reading, this Queen is showing you now is the time to focus on relationships, children, sharing with friends. If you're single, she predicts that you are emotionally ready for new love. The advice, you're to tune into your nurturing side. In decision making, your emotional intelligence is going to be your best guide. All right? Your emotional intelligence, which I don't ever recommend. I don't personally, if I'm doing someone's reading. I would say, oh, you don't base too much, put too much in the emotional side of things. Don't let that, But here with tarot, I'm just telling you what the card is saying. Maybe it's to feel the right from the wrong in an emotional way. Maybe that's what it is. Okay? So let that be your guide. Your keywords for this card are love and nurturing, generosity, sympathy, protection, care, and emotion. Handling people with care is a part of what this card is all about. It's fantastic. It really, really is. You're a single mom. Yes, it is, Emily. It's hard to find people you can trust. That's why when you find the right one after going through a long period of time without, you appreciate them just as much or more than you would have if they come along too easily. The easy people, they're a dime a dozen. Person that's going to strike you the hardest is something you're going to have to dig your way through the haystack to find that needle. In your case, that gold, right? The last card we have here for you, my dear, is another good card. It's a thinking card. 6 of Cups. We're still within the emotional realm of things here as well. So, got to go back a couple pages. There we go. Another 6. 6s are popular tonight. And I'm dry again. I think the dog's chasing little spiders. We got spiders this year, this time of the year. It's a little early, but I've been noticing little baby ones. I don't kill anything. Run for your life, I tell it. Run for your life. And the dog's going along the floor, and it's like he's looking in around things, and something's alive down there. He's chasing. 6 Cups. Your past is going to come to life, and it could be because somebody from your past returns. This could be just an old friend, or it could be an old flame. Dum, da, da, dum. Equally, you may find other ways to slip back into the safe haven of your former years. Times when you've got good memories, you felt safe, and times were good and lighthearted. You didn't have the weight of stress on you, but you're going to want to slide back into that. And what's going to start it? You're going to be reminiscing over old times with either an old flame or an old friend. You'll be enjoying the company of children and creativity and play. And you could be returning to a favorite childhood place as well. In relationships, you're going to find a sense of peace, a sense of security, and a sense of comfort. Who doesn't want to feel these things? Peace, security, comfort. Whoever this person is coming in, that's the result of them coming in, which is a wonderful thing. The advice of this card. Enjoy reconnecting with the happier aspects of your past. This is what's going to energize you, entertain you, and it's even going to inspire you for the future. Keywords, friendship, visitors, happiness, comfort. childhood memories, protection, and play. There is a good chance that this is past love. Maybe somebody that you had hoped you would dream about having a future with. And there they are again in your life. They've come at the right time. That's what we're seeing there. So there you go, my dear. There you go. It's possibilities of a new relationship. One that you find very comforting, very secure, very trustworthy. They don't come along every day. Remember that. Not a bad reading here, Emily. It was pretty good. Interesting, really. And there is replay after the stream is done. You give YouTube maybe about half an hour, if that, to change the formatting, okay, on the stream so that it's replayable. So you'll be able to go back and you'll be able to listen to it, maybe piece more of it together on your own, right? So you prayed for those things. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, I guess the next one's mine. I'm to pull a card for myself. Thank you, Anne. Soroka. This is from Anne Soroka. She wanted me to pull a card for myself. What are you going to lay on me, Spirit? Just see me as a regular viewer here for a minute. What's going on? What is coming at me? It's going to really make an impact. I got so much weird shit goes on in my life, man. You wouldn't believe. Maybe someday I'll write about it. And I said to my friend last night, if I wrote about all this, people would say that's what the hell was she smoking when she was writing this? That's craziness. It's not real. Stuff like that doesn't happen. And she took the laugh and she said, I think you should write about it. I said, I'll have to put it out there as a work of fiction. Then people would believe, oh, this is great fiction. Years later, when I'm dead and gone, it'll come out that the book wasn't fiction at all. It was true, you know. So, thank you very much, Anne. Okay, let's see what we've got for me. What do we got? I got to do one regular shuffle through. Oh, boy. I get nervous. But this isn't me that's ordered this reading. This is through the group here. So don't hold it against me. Okay, don't hold it against me. Bring forth whatever is going to come. I'm going to cut right here on this one, right here. And let's see what we have. I'm going to make the cut. There's the cut. Here comes the flip. Uh-huh. Ooh. Not good. At least maybe it represents something that's ending, which will be a good thing, I hope. What's next? Oh, my God almighty. Two of Swords at a crossroads. Come on. Balance through the card of Justice. I'm always up for balance in my life. Reflection once again coming up. It shouldn't have, but it did. I don't argue with the cards. I think that's it. Just those three. Maybe I'll pull one from the Wild Unknown Tarot as well. To see what comes up with it. Just got to give me some hope here. Give me some hope. Just let me shuffle through here once. And I'm going to pull one. A general energy card, I guess, for myself. Run them through and then cut them. See what comes up. Maybe this will be the large card that cultivates the whole reading here. Oh boy. Cut. One. Mother of Cups. Well, that's interesting. Put you to the side. Oh my God. Ten of Swords. This is summing up. It's the final card, the final minor arcana, and the card of swords. It's not always bad. They're not always bad. So, it's hard to be objective when you're reading for yourself, too. It is. It can be hard to be objective. What's coming to an end? I could think of a few things that could come to an end, and it wouldn't be bad. It would be something good. Maybe my health will improve. Maybe the sickness and everything I've been going through will come to an end. That could be it. That could be it. It's a summing up. It's an ending, usually involving some degree of drama. Well, that would be me getting taken off in an ambulance. This can come as a shock or as a relief, because you'll be seeing the situation in the relationship for what it is or what it was. Well, what relationship? Okay, I know, I can't say. It cannot develop, it cannot grow. No shit, Sherlock. However unwanted this card may be, when it does arrive in a reading, it does tell the truth, helps you to see what needs to be released. The advice for me is to walk away and let go. I've done that all along. Focus on the present rather than dwell on the past. Keywords are completion, release, drama, transformation, victimhood, truth, and shock. What it is, it's not anything that I'm doing per se, but somebody else is doing. Somebody else will not move on. They will not let go. They will not. And I'm not doing anything to keep this alive. Nothing. I'm not encouraging anything. I'm not doing a damn thing. I never leave my damn house, to run to the store. That's it. I don't have a social life. You guys are my social life. Put it that way. Except this one person. And that's what all the mystery revolves around, and all the craziness and all the insanity. You know what I'm saying? So, and they just won't. Something that's gone on for over 40 years. I sit in my home and mind my own business. It's somebody that keeps trying to reach into my life, and I will not allow them to reach into my. It's just not. I'm not encouraging it. But boys, oh boys. Completion, release, drama, transformation, victimhood, truth, and shock. I don't think anything can shock me anymore. And the next card we have is the Two of Swords. At a crossroads, having to make a decision, having to make a choice. I have no idea what that could be. They got me at a loss here. They really got me at a loss. I have no idea what that is. Could be anything. Anything could pop up, or I have to make a choice or a decision on something. It's craziness. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for too. That's what I'm hoping for too. A relief and a shock. Shock that I'm going off in an ambulance is probably how it's going to be. But a relief that, here, finally I know what's wrong with me, why I'm sick every damn day, why my energy is so low, why everything is so hard and everything hurts so much. I was mad today that I'm not looked after yet. Everybody's like, go to the hospital, go to the hospital, go to the hospital. Everybody's saying that, but nobody's offering on putting in their truth. How am I going to get there? Other than calling an, and it doesn't just end with calling an ambulance and getting in. It's about coming home again. Who's going to be there? And then what do I do with my dog? I'm not going to put my dog through that kind of trauma, right? Trauma. I had one son tell me, when your day comes, you call the ambulance, you call me. I said, what if you're working? He said, I can leave work for that, and I'll come and get Bear. You won't have to worry about him. But I'm not going to leave this house with anybody, ambulance or not, until Bear has been taken care of. I'm not going to have Bear exposed to strangers touching me and then taking me out of the house and shutting the door in his face. He's never been alone in his life. He's going to be 2 this month. He's never been alone in his life. And I'll risk my own life to stop him from going through anything traumatic. It's just that simple. Hi, Zen Master. Maiden. Sorry about that. Hi, April Time. I'm not, though. I take vitamin D every day, and I've been taking it for the last 2 years. So I wish it was something as simple as that. But all my symptoms match up with a deficiency, but I can't have a deficiency, you know? So, anyways, it stresses me out. I wish it was already there and it was over and done and I was getting my treatment that I needed at home, this kind of a thing. So, but Tommy or Terry will come and get the dog. But the way it'll work, if I have to call an ambulance, I'm calling him first. Calling him, work or not, and I'm waiting for him to get here. Then I'll call an ambulance. After I know the dog's taken care of and the dog just adores Terry, loves him. So he'll be a little upset, he'll be confused, but he won't be traumatized. And then I'll call an ambulance once the dog's taken care of. I'll risk my own life, I don't care. That's how much I love this dog. So the crossed swords here. You're at a crossroads. There is a decision to be made. The two crossed swords signify tension and indecision. Locked in conflict, neither side can win because their power appears to be equal. This situation may or may not be of my own making, but my perspective is blocked, or there's an obvious clue that I'm not seeing. The advice: look again, take a fresh angle. Any action or decision will be better than none at all. It's a great opportunity for a breakthrough in my thinking. Keywords are doubt, uncertainty, stalemate, indecision, being stuck, disconnection, and blocks. The next card that I pulled for myself was the Eight of Swords. It is the card of balance. I'm being read for right now, believe it or not. Somebody donated $20 with Ann Soroka. I think that's her last name. And she wanted me to pull a card for myself. So this is for me, believe it or not. This is my reading. So, let me see here. You get the right card, right page with the Justice card. Yes, very nice indeed. Very nice indeed. Here we go. The next page. Oh my goodness sakes. Okay. A decision is going to be made, and provided that I've acted fairly in the past, it's supposed to go in my favor. This can relate to a legal claim. No, that's not. I'm not involved in anything legal or illegal. Could be decision at work or a relationship or family matter. When justice appears, you can expect to find out the truth of a situation, and through this, find healing and closure. And there is something that's up in the air that I like to have the answers to. Maybe that's what it is. The card can also reveal that you may need to make a decision, weighing up your options to find a fair and balanced way forward. True justice is restorative. So the card is suggesting that you'll feel vindicated and stronger within yourself. Additional meaning is that the spirit guides and angels are supporting me on my life's path. That's a good thing. I'm supported. I'm not walking alone. I know that anyway. I know that. It's just been reclaimed, restated. That's good. Calm. Decisions, integrity, truth, support, and vindication. And this one here, I'm a little hesitant about reading, but it was in the previous reading. It is the Six of Cups. It's all about reflection. And I don't know if I want to hear what's coming forward on this card. If it's going to be somebody coming from my past, I pray that it's a friend, an old friend that's going to return. Somebody that ghosted me. They ghosted me. And tried to talk to them. Why are you doing this? What's happened? What's wrong? If I've done something wrong, but I didn't. This has to do with something else that I've got no control over. And in a way, I hope they never return because I think I'm going to lose my shit. I really do. If you knew the whole story, you'd feel the same way. The past is coming back to life as someone from your past returns. This could be an old friend. It could be an old flame. Equally, you may find other ways to slip back into the past, find a safe haven of your former years through reminiscing over old times, enjoying the company of children, creativity, play, or returning to a favorite childhood place. In relationships, finding a sense of peace, security, and comfort. Well, I could always be open for that. Enjoy reconnecting with the happiest aspects of your past, which energize, entertain, and inspire you for the future. Keywords are visitors, friendship, happiness, comfort, childhood memories, protection, and play. And let's find out what Mother of Cups is in the Unknown Tarot. Okay. Because I did pull that one, so it's Swords. This book's not broken into. It's not broken in yet. Pages are stiff. There's the 10. Would have liked to see that come up for a change. There's the Sun. There's the Mother. This is the Mother of Cups in the Unknown Tarot. The Wild Unknown. There it is. The Mother of Cups. She rivals the High Priestess with her natural psychic abilities. She is a gentle, tranquil woman whose insights bring healing to those around her. She thrives amidst her family, the arts, music, or beauty of any kind. Like a true swan, when the Mother of Cups is pushed, she can become aggressive and defensive. She'll commonly see herself as the victim when distressed in a situation. So there. I don't know, man. I don't know. That 6 is bothering me. Who the heck's coming back? Who the heck is coming back? Oh, and you know what? I said that to my friend last night. I said, so-and-so's going to be showing up at my door right out of the blue. You watch and see. Oh, my God. She said, what are you going to do? Oh, I'm going to invite them in. Have a seat. Well, why did you friggin' do what you did to me? I didn't do a damn thing to you. And I know partly it wasn't even for a reason. It's something she was told to do by somebody else. And that's what's the crux of it all is. Just one of those things. Anyway, so Lilith from Vacation. I think there was somebody else come in behind me. Yes, they did. Let me see. I make sure I've got this all in order. Okay. Thank you, Anne. That was very, very nice of you. Because I never read for myself. But there's some things, that I can, Oh, Mary Jane. Yes, I will. Mary Jane wants me to pull a general card for her husband. Wonderful. My pleasure. There we go. Thank you so much, Anne. That was very thoughtful and very generous. Thank you very much. I appreciate it an awful lot. You just kind of like spiked me up a bit in the middle of these normal readings. I was like, what? Not me. No. Oh, my goodness. So you brought a little life to the readings is what you've done. It was fun. It really was. So this is for Anne. Are you here, Mary Jane? Lots of love to you, and from the universe through me to you. Have a wonderful night. And come back anytime. Even if you just want to hang, you're more than welcome. Where is Mary Jane? Where'd you go, Mary Jane? You're the last reading. Look at that. We've only exactly a half an hour left to go. So we can do that time by just chilling and hanging out. No, I know, Lachey. There used to be a doctor. He was a real doctor. And he used to come in, and every now and again he would donate $10. He'd go, pull a card for Natalie. He would do that once in a blue moon. It always freaked me out when he did it. At the time, Jennifer was moderating as well. He'd say, pull a card for Jennifer, you know. So I miss him. We just called him Doc, and I miss him. I miss his presence. He was always very uppity, very cheerful. Then he went through some challenging times, and he pulled away from everybody, I think, at that point. So, you know. But this is for Mary Jane's husband. What is the time? 2:30. We'll say 2:30 for Mary Jane. That's her time stamp. 2:30 for Mary Jane. Pulling a card for Mary Jane's husband. What are we going to find for Mary Jane's husband? Yeah, Mary Jane, she is either falling asleep or she's cooking supper for hubby or something. So that's okay. 2:30. There you are. Yeah, the timestamp. I haven't started, but I'm just about to. I said I could look at the time to get the timestamp in case she didn't come back. So there we go. 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 This is for Mary Jane's husband. Give us some insight, please. What's going on for Mary Jane's husband? What's ahead of him? I'm going to cut right here. Cutting right here. Told you when I read for your husband, it's a world apart from reading from you. My God, why? They live under the same roof. Why are they so different? I'm stopping right there. Very first card, Mary Jane, is the 5 of Cups. It represents sadness. Something he's bothered by. Something that he's bothered by. I told you earlier, didn't I? Didn't I say it earlier? Was it tonight? And I said, I read for you, it's one way. I read for your husband, it's a whole different. It's like he's living in a different place. It's unbelievable. It's craziness. I don't like the 5 of Cups at all. This 5 is revealing sadness. It could be due to the loss of a relationship, work, friendship, or due to bereavement. He could have a loss in his life. It's not work. It's none of that. This is a physical loss of some kind. He's going to lose somebody. And it's going to leave him feeling very sad, bereaved. This is very much unlike the 8 of Cups that shows a natural moving on. This card often reveals an unexpected break from a person. It says or job, but whatever it is, it's leaving him feeling bereft and confused. And another meaning is being unable to let go of the past. Being haunted by guilt and regret. Is there somebody that he was close to? Somebody that he had a little falling out with? And he could feel guilt and regret after they pass. It could be what it is. The advice of the card. He has to look for and accept support, which of course is going to come from you. The situation's not hopeless. He is going to heal from it. He will get over it eventually, but he's about to go through some kind of a loss here. Unhappiness, dejection, negative thoughts, confusion, hurt, disruption, abandonment, feeling like alone in his grief. He feels like they've left him. They've abandoned him and left him behind. It's not you, Mary Jane. It's somebody else. So, but he can heal from it. He will move on. He will heal from it. And we don't feed too much into those cards. Here's the card of recovery coming up next in the 4 of Swords. It being a card of recovery. I can never get over this. Blows me away. It's Mary Jane and her hubby. They live under the same roof. That the whole typical 9 yards. I read for her. It's encouraging. It's good. It's delicious. It's juicy. And I read for her husband, and there's more negativity. There's more weight. There's more oppression. This kind of a thing. It does help you see what to watch for. Whoever this is that's going to leave him, and I'm feeling it's a death. Whoever is going to leave him is going to leave him feeling alone in his grief. He's going to feel alone. He'll be feeling bad. He'll be feeling sorry. His heart will hurt. Here comes a period of recovery. This is post the first card. Now is going to be the time for him to take a break. And taking this break may be his choice, or it could be imposed upon him. He could take time away from work, a relationship, or a stressful commitment. This quiet time is going to be necessary. It's going to be an opportunity for him to look after himself, to rest and recuperate, and just enjoy a bit of a more gentle pace of life for a little bit. So he goes easy on himself. He needs to be easier on himself. The 4 also shows that some of his plans may go on hold. Welcome back, Cheryl. The advice, accept that this is how things need to be just now. He's going to make progress here when the time is right, Mary Jane. Things are going to get better when he's ready. When he's ready to make peace with this loss. What he's to make peace with it, so he can get his head back up and carry on. But it'll be when the time is right. Excuse me. Keywords for this card are inaction, time away, healing, peace, stillness, and rest. And there's taking a relationship break. Who else has he got in his life that's part of his life? There may be a falling out over this death between the person on the other side of the person that's going to leave, that's going to disappear, they're going to pass. There could be another person. And that other person and your husband are looking at each other. It doesn't bode really well. There's some hard feelings there. Some feelings there of blame, of challenge. It's hard to say. But it feels like a family situation is kind of what it feels like. It really does. And then of all cards, for it to come up for him, good God Almighty. Jeez. It's one of these cards that I wish wouldn't show up at all. I feel like throwing it to the side, but I can't do that. It is the anxiety card of tarot, the 9 of Swords. Anxiety. This is unbelievable. When it comes to this, I can't get over it. Every time. The 9 of Swords is the anxiety card of the tarot. It reveals trouble beneath the surface. It's often expressed through dreams and nightmares. What's eating you up? You may be anxious due to pressure, overwork, relationship or family issues, or anxiety may be a pattern for him as a worrier. On a physical level, it can show somebody not sleeping well due to stress or due to overthinking. The advice: what ties you up at knots at 3 a.m. looks a lot smaller in the light of day, so this person needs to keep their perspective, a good perspective, when negative thoughts threaten to just slide in. Keywords for this card are panic attack, fear, guilt, insomnia, nightmares, stress, mental overload. Something's got him upset, or is going to have him upset with this card. You have to be prepared and watch for this as well, Mary Jane. Something he's going to be going through. I can't for the life of me. He's got the Six of Cups that came up again. It's reflection. Reflection. It's an old friend, an aura flame coming back from the past. I doubt if it's an old flame, but probably somebody that he knew quite well when he was younger. And for some reason, they're coming back into the picture here. This is interesting for him, if nothing else. It is interesting. Oh, my goodness. Thank you, TJ. How sweet of you to say. How sweet of you. I appreciate it. You make me feel humble. You make me feel humble. Okay, I'm going to read this. Just read it straight out to you, Mary Jane. The past is coming back to life for him. Somebody from his past is returning. As the card says, it could be an old friend, it could be an old flame, but I'm feeling it's an old friend. I'm also feeling it could be an extended family member. I'm not sure, but it's somebody that was close to him, like a family member. Equally, he may find other ways to slip back into the past, into the safe haven of his former years. He could be reminiscing over old times. He could be enjoying the company of children or creativity and play. He could be returning to a favorite childhood place. Relationships. He could find a sense of peace, security, and comfort. We wish that for him, if nothing else. The advice. He needs to enjoy reconnecting with the happier aspects of his past. And this is what will energize, entertain, and inspire him for the tomorrows yet to come, for his future. Keywords of friendship and visitors, happiness and comfort, childhood memories, and play. I can try to pull him one from the Unknown Tarot as well. Bear with me, Mary Jane. I'll pull one more for him. But his reading's all about loss of some kind. Some kind of a loss. It's not you he's losing, that's for sure. But there is some kind of a loss. And for some reason, it's hitting him. It's hitting him. It's affecting him. I don't know if it's the shock. Could be a shock, this loss. Knowing that this person is no longer going to be on Earth. And it bothering him. But he's going to slowly heal. It'll give him even more of appreciation for his life. He'll be feeling very, very lucky. Let's see what this next card's going to pull for him. Really? Well, that's more like it. Look what I pulled. The Wild Unknown Tarot. The Star. This is beautiful. This is gorgeous for him. This is way down the road. This is looking far into the future. It's a major arcana. Let me see here. I can get the pages to move. Where is it? Okay, it's ahead a little bit. There it is. Okay. Okay. Standing outside on a dark night, you gaze up at the stars and sense glimmers of wonder and hope. Even though you can't find answers to life's many questions up there in the sky, you can't help but feel comforted and renewed. Such is the energy of the Star card. It is not about actions or situations. It's simply about connecting to the part of you that is hopeful and serene. This force will bring light back into your life and infuse you with positivity. It is generally a very lovely card to receive. So this is beautiful for him. He's going to heal. He's going to go through a bit of a downtime, but he's going to definitely heal. Mary Jane, eventually. He's got to come into this on his own as well. You can help guide him there, but he's the one that has to digest it all, basically. Wow. That's a beautiful card for him. It leaves an awful lot of hope as well. An awful lot of hope. But he makes peace with it eventually. I thought I heard another jingle come in. Let me check. Yeah, my email's lit up. Let me check. Oh, Cheryl. Okay. Cheryl, what's your question? My dear Cheryl, what is your question? Hi. This is working all right. Oh, I got to put that up too. Bear with me while I put this up. I'm going to flood the walls so others that come in, they know. Get your question ready. On. I had to do this the last time. People kept coming in and coming in, you know. There. Enter. Now I'm going to flood the wall. What is your question? I need to know from Sarah if it's okay to tell her story or what topic to cover from the universe on YouTube. You need to know from Sarah if it's okay to tell her story or what. I'll get you to explain. I have to flood the wall with this. Otherwise, I'll be here to 4 a.m. and I really don't want to be. So, let me see. Copy. Put it again. I have to flood the wall. So please ignore that. People come in, they can't say they didn't know. I want them to see that I am finished. This is the last reading for this evening. Okay. And people don't see one announcement. They just don't see it. So I got to flood the wall. There. I think that's enough right there. That's the last one. Cheryl. Oh, no, not another one. Son of a bitch. Oh, that's somebody else. Okay. That's somebody else. Okay. Sorry, I got mad about it. That's somebody wanting a private reading for later on down the road. Okay. Okay, so a double suicide. And your question is it okay for you to talk about her story on YouTube? Is that the question? No, you don't have no apologies. It wasn't you. Somebody else had dingled me, so. And it's not for another reading. I couldn't be any more clear. I'm all done for the night, so. Sorry, Mary Jane. Okay, Mary Jane, good. He had a good card at the very end, Mary Jane. Just give you a heads up, one of the best. So, okay, you're asking if it's okay. All right. Let's see what we can do. Okay, Spirit. We ask for the essence of Cheryl's sister, Sarah, to be present. Or if you could pass this message along to Sarah, her sister, Cheryl, wants to tell her story, her sister's story of her passing and everything that relates to that. But she's asking Sarah's permission. She wants Sarah's permission. Can she tell her sister's story and do it via YouTube? Daughter. She was your daughter? Oh, you're kidding me. Why did I think it was your sister? Okay, it's your daughter's story. Sarah's your daughter. All right. Okay, scratch that. This is her daughter. This is Cheryl's daughter, Sarah. The authorities say it was an accident. Cheryl's not so sure, but she wants to be able to share her daughter's story. Oh my God, 31. Will it be okay with Sarah if Cheryl shares her daughter's story? Will it be okay with the daughter? Is it going to be all right for Cheryl to do this? That's horrible. What a shock that must have been for you. Can we ask permission of her daughter, Sarah? Is it okay for Cheryl to do this? Bear with me a moment. Bear with me. I don't mean to take so long, but there's just something I'm looking up. One way you're being encouraged to look for others to get involved with this with you. Pick a person or people that share your vision. They have the same vision as you. And you work together for the greatest results. Partnership, creativity, communication, planning, and inspiration. I gotta look. Bear with me just a moment. Something I have to look up. Yeah, definitely a partner. You've got to find somebody to go in on this with you. That's the strangest thing. I got 2 2s. I got the 2 of Swords and the 2 of Wands. There's definitely representing a partnership. You have to take somebody else in with you on this. Somebody that has the same story as you, sharing the same doubts as you, the same belief as you. Well, do you want me to ask Charles, the pendulum? I can ask Charles that question for you. And you're being guided by your intuition. You're to listen to your intuition as well. You're going to go between fact and intuition. Okay. Well, maybe your intuition is telling you something that theirs are not. Why don't we find out? Why don't we ask? How about that? All right. It just gives you something else to think about. This is still within the parameters of Cheryl's reading. A very important question to ask, Charles. Very important question. This is concerning Cheryl's daughter's death from carbon monoxide poisoning. Her and her boyfriend lost their lives. Report states it was an accident. Cheryl feels that it wasn't. Her name is Sarah. She's Cheryl's daughter. Was Cheryl's daughter Sarah's death? Was it an accident? Was it an accident? You're kidding. Was Cheryl's daughter's death, was Sarah's death suicide? Was it suicide? You're kidding. I'm going to ask one more time. Was Sarah's death an accident? Was Sarah's death an accident? Was Sarah's death suicide? Jesus Christ. You've seen me ask the question twice and it swung the same way. I don't even know if it's responsible for me, if I'm being responsible toward you to even tell you. The pendulum says it was suicide. Charles says it was suicide. It was not an accident. That's why I asked twice. There was no hesitation. That's what maybe you didn't hear me. Charles is saying it was a suicide. It was not an accident. Let me pull a card from the Wild Unknown. Let me see what we come up with. This has to do with Cheryl's daughter, Sarah. Is there any more messages? Is there a message for Cheryl from Sarah? Is it possible that there could be a message or direction or guidance? One card, please. Send a message to Cheryl. You could send a message to Cheryl. Give her some direction. I'm going to cut the deck right here. I just want to see if there's anything here for you that's going to come up. Four of Cups. Bear with me a moment. Wow. Okay, just a moment. What came up was the Four of Cups. We're all done for tonight. I'm sorry, Stephanie. Yeah, I've been here over 3 hours now. I'm already past my own time. An outsider would look upon your life and see supportive relationships, pleasures, even a bit of luxury, but you don't see it that way. Instead, there's discontentment, apathy, and even to have more control over whatever it is. The Four of Cups warns you to not to take your situation for granted, or the people have supported you along the way. Look around you. What are you truly longing for? And then name it. I don't know what that means. Other than you're looking at things different. Well, that kind of proves you're looking at things differently than everybody else, and you feel alone. You feel alone in it, is what it's showing. The next card I pulled shows you all alone again. The Hermit shows you all by yourself in this, standing alone, really and truly, and taking time to yourself as well. Taking time for yourself. You let me look him up, the Hermit. I want to look him up. And he's what? Okay. Just bear with me for a moment. We get him clarified. If I can find him. Come on, baby. Oh, my goodness. So, pages are so stiff. I just sit here and just flip through to break the pages in. Oh, my goodness sakes. Where is it? The Hermit. There it is. We'll see what the card says. But that's you taking time and you're off by yourself is basically what it is, okay? The idea of being a hermit is not supported in our society. But in the realm of tarot, hermits are highly celebrated and valued creatures. Through meditation, solitude, and stillness, they bring wisdom to all. When this card appears, it's time for you to step back from the business of day-to-day life and focus on your inner realm. Become more self-aware. If you're intrigued by meditation, Start now. Spend some time by yourself. Your inner fire is ready to be a hit, and it will shine for all to see. And you also got the moon. Whoops, wait. I think there's more than one. Yeah, that's why. And we pulled the moon for you as well. Another major arcana. That's going to be towards the end here. Bear with me. I didn't think he would be that far back. I might have went too far back. Bear with me. All these pages. Jeez. I cut myself somehow. I don't know how, but I did. There it is. The moon. In many ways, the moon card encompasses the idea of the wild unknown. It is the shadow realm, the place where dreams, fears, and mysteries are born. Much darkness can linger here, and if you aren't careful, this can lead to periods of anxiety and self-doubt, almost as though you've lost your way in the House of Mirrors. Many great artists have roamed this inner landscape. It's where imagination and creativity drift freely upon the midnight air. Yeah, you're going to want to go back and listen to the replay here. The last card I pulled from the Wild Unknown is the Father of Pentacles. Bear with me. There's the 9. It's a little better. 10. Daughter. Son. Then it'll be Mother and then Father. There's the Father. This is the last card for you, Cheryl. The Father of Pentacles is a steady, gentle man. Upon first meeting, he can also seem dull because of his extreme calm temperament. But underneath is an incredibly passionate man who prioritizes the stability of his job, his family, and his home. He is entrepreneurial and diligent at work. He is a true pleasure to know. This could be somebody that supports you. Okay? So somebody that's there to support you in any way that they can. No matter what you believe. I don't know what else to tell you. I really don't. I got to put these cards away. Are you okay, honey? What are you moaning about? You're having bad dreams? He's not been well the last couple days. I'm a little worried about him. You've got a challenge in front of you, Cheryl. I can tell you that much. And yes, you could feel like you're walking on this alone. Be very diligent. Oh, jeez. Be very diligent in everything that you do. So that somebody's going to take you very seriously. But Charles says it wasn't an accident. And you must have reason to believe that it could have been a suicide. It must be other things that have led you in that direction as well. And I'm very sorry. My heart is breaking for you. This is terrible. It's really a terrible, terrible thing. Horrible. Talk to the universe a lot, Cheryl, as much as you can to ask for guidance. That's where you're going to get the true gist of things. Okay? You don't have to thank me for anything. But you talk to the universe a lot. And when you're feeling alone and sad and upset, you feel like you're getting nowhere, talk to the universe. Leave yourself open to the universe. The universe will talk back. The universe will communicate. It really will. But maybe you must be onto something. because Charles thought the same. Didn't hesitate. So there we are, everybody. Okay. Well, you've got your own intuition that's driving you in some way, shape, and form. And finding out the real cause behind it all is going to bring you some inner peace. Sarah knows what it's going to take. She knows what it's going to take. The effect that it's going to have. Do what you have to, Mom. Do what you have to. You're very welcome. But you don't owe me anything, Cheryl. I wish you all the best of the best. I guess we'll end on this note is what we'll end up doing. This is sad. It really is. It's sad. 11:59 down by midnight. I'm surprised. Really. Senseless. Seems a little too inconvenient, or a little convenient for two people to both pass away from carbon monoxide poisoning. How the hell does that happen, You made a lot of people aware of your daughter. We can all think on the same lines. The bad thing about death is there's no one undoing it once it's been done. That's got to be the worst of the worst. You have grandchildren. Oh my goodness. You do what you feel you have to, but make sure it's rational thought, rational intuition. Not be driven by pure emotion, but your intuition. And you're going to do what's right until you're satisfied. Keep going till you're satisfied. And you can find some peace. The cards, it's always, especially the last couple of years, the cards are never wrong. Never wrong. I did a reading a couple years ago for a couple friends of mine. They're a couple. They're together. They're very much in love. They're very tight, balanced, healthy, wonderful people. And I'm about halfway through the reading, and I've seen everything that they're not. I've seen the third party getting involved. I've seen an affair. I've seen chaos and breakup. And I thought, I have my limits on how honest I'm going to be. And these were, out of all the people I knew in relationships, they had the best. And I couldn't bring myself to say, you guys are headed for one hell of a hard time. I couldn't tell them. This was a couple of years ago. They picked up on it too. They said, there's something missing in the reading. What is it? I feel like there's something missing. She's not telling it all, skipping over something. They picked up on it. It made me very nervous because I still didn't want to tell them what the cards had brought up. And I kept saying, that the cards are wrong. That part of the reading had to be. It had to be wrong. It had to be. Here we are 2 years later. And it's all unfolded. They're going through it. It's been horrible. So I confessed to one of them the other night about that. And I said, I seen this already. In that one of the readings that we did, it was there that this was going to all unfold. And I told him everything and felt this. He said, it's okay. Don't stress about it. It's all right. It's not your fault it happened, but you held back. Okay. I didn't want to influence the relationship in any way, do anything like that. And damned if it didn't unfold just the way the card said. So Good, Mary Jane. I'm just about ready to hit the X here. I can imagine it's been tough for all of you. There's nothing easy about what you're going through. Mommy's almost done, sweetie. I'm almost done. I'm so sorry. I feel bad for you and what you must emotionally be dealing with and going through. It goes against all the laws of nature for the children to pass before the parents do. All you can do is take it moment by moment. But if you feel you need to do this, you do what you feel you need to. These are times when you want to stop tarot and not touch them again. You know what I mean? That's how I feel when things like this come out. Unpleasant predictions and truths. This kind of a thing. So I'm going to call it night, everybody. It's 3:17. I'm 3 hours, 17 minutes in. I'm getting hungry. So I have to have my needle and have a little bite to eat. Any love that I can muster up from within myself for every one of you is going out to you all tonight. But that originates from the universe, and it comes through me, and it comes from the universe. I'm wishing you all the best. All the best. All of you. Please enjoy the replays. A lot of you need to listen to the replays tonight. You really, really do. Thank you very much, Lashay. You did very well. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. If I wasn't so tired, I'd ask you, we'll get you the next round, which I hope is in a couple of nights. We'll get you done first. See if there's any questions you have, so get ready. And thank you so much, Mary Jane. You're always appreciated. Yes, I understand that. Yes. Oh, my God. You're welcome, Lashay. Thank you. That's a horrible story. That's a nightmare, Cheryl. I'm almost done, sweetheart. I know you're not feeling well. I know, my baby. Yes. Yeah, you're a good boy. I know, sweetie. You're going to have mommy all to yourself again in just another minute. Yes, you will. You good cat a kiss. Thank you, Cheryl. No, you the best, Mama. Good night, everybody. It was a good night. It was an intuitive night. It was an influential night. It was inspiring, and it was eye-opening. All I do is put forward what's coming through and do my best. But thank you all very, very much. Yes, Lashay says, good night, Bear. And Cheryl says, good night, Bear. Come here, babe. Come on up. Oh, he thinks I want to wrestle with him. Come here and say good night to everybody. He's not feeling real well. Mama's working on healing him. We're working on healing. Will you calm? You calm down. Say good night, everybody. What's that? There, look. Look. What is that? Say good night, everybody. Send everybody lovins and kisses, blows and kisses. He's my boy. She's going to be in all our thoughts and prayers, that's for sure. You're right, Lashay. Just know that we're all here for you, Cheryl. He wants his mama back. Say good night. Good night. He sees the windows partly open. He wants to stick his head out the window. So that's a big distraction. Anyways, I'm going to put him down for a minute. No, now he's kicking his feet against the table trying to hold himself there. Down you go. Down you go, sweetie. Thank you very much, everybody. Wishing you the best of the best. I'll try to get back in the next night or two. I will honestly try to come back. All right? And you could send me some wishes for getting better and feeling good for a couple of days. I would love it. It's been horrible for the past week. But thank you very much, everybody. We never know what's around the corner. We never know what's going on. That's what we use the cards for, to get a general feel. And for all the goodness that went out there tonight, I hope everybody grabs it and holds tight to it. That's what I hope. Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. Keep your integrity forefront and center. Remember to feed yourself first. Keep your peace, your love in, so you can share that love and that peace out with the rest of the world. Right on. Happy Mother's Day to you all. Whoa. Sorry, Cheryl. It's not going to be for you. I'm sorry. I have one of my sons come by last Sunday that just went by. He's got to work on Mother's Day, so he came and he brought me bouquets of flowers and all kinds of good stuff. So sorry, Cheryl. Wow. You can still celebrate the life of your daughter. That's one way to do it. Put her forefront and center on Mother's Day. Take care, everybody. Much love to you all, coming from the universe. When you need to find that moment of peace and clarity, communicate with the universe, communicate with your creator. Much love to you all. Good night.